Ava, as your party members are getting interviewed by good old Richie, this interesting little halfling man that you guys have somehow taken a hatred towards, you depart from the group and you head for the crow's nest. Air is incredibly cold, especially up on the crow's nest where you are most susceptible to wind. It is incredibly chilly. Like, your skin is starting to get a little red, your hands are starting to kind of shake to try to keep yourself warm.
Eek.
But you climb up the crow's nest in this freezing weather, and lo and behold, two other characters are there. Dahlia enjoying the cold and the wind, and Zim, who is sleeping. He is fully
and
asleep.
invisible.
And, well, he was invisible until he fell asleep. He can't concentrate on the spell, he was asleep.
True.
Yeah. But, from my knowledge, you want to talk to Dahlia, or Dahlia wants to talk to you. You sought them out. I'm going to let you take over from here. What do you say to Dahlia as they very clearly, like, feel you approaching? They're able to tell that you're climbing up the ladder. But as you approach, I'll let you guys kind of take off with this conversation.
So when Ava climbs up the ladder and into the crow's nest, what's Dahlia doing anyway? Is she just sitting there?
So Dahlia is kind of like resting her arms on the edge, because it's like one of those bucket ones, right? I'm not crazy.
Right? That's what I thought.
Yeah, I'm confirming with our DM. It's one of those bucket ones, right? Yeah. Okay, great. So I'm kind of like just resting my arms on the side, just kind of. It doesn't quite look like I'm meditating like I usually do, but I am pretty deep in thought. However, you can see like one of her ears is like perked up towards you. Kind of letting you know that I am aware that you're there.
Here you are, my little sunshine. Why are you all up here by your lonesome?
Sorry, what did you say?
Why are you up here all by your lonesome?
I'm sorry, I am miles away. I am thinking, and there are people we do not know here, and I would much like to be myself, and the only way for me to do that is to hide. Plus, I am just, I don't know, thinking.
You could hide in a room in the cabin down there.
I don't like roofs.
I see. What are you thinking about?
You seem agitated, Ava. Your words are sharp, and you seem off. Have I upset you again somehow?
No, I'm not agitated. I'm not trying to be. Anyways, I'm nervous, actually.
Nervous? What about? Are you scared of heights?
No, I like heights, actually.
Me too.
You don't want to tell me what you're thinking about?
It's not that I don't want to tell you, it's just, I'm thinking about few things that would interest you, and fewer still that you would like.
And what does that mean? You thinking about her? Ah, I see.
Sam, she is not all I think about, but I am not going to lie to you. I know you value my honesty. This is the farthest that I have been apart from her since I was 12, 13, and I just recently turned 22. I mean, I know it is wrong, but I miss her. I wonder what she is doing. I wonder how she is.
Well, you could always spy on her, like you did to me. Curiosity.
That I did not do.
Nothing wrong with it.
I did not do.
There's nothing wrong with it.
There is. You obviously do not like it, and anyway, I don't want to look at her. It's complicated.
Things like that can be. I know.
You know.
Yes, like the thing I'm about to tell you, actually. Dahlia, now don't freak out.
I usually don't.
Oh, great, good. I want this ship. I want to take it.
You want to take the ship?
Yes. Commandeer it, so to speak.
Why?
So we can have an airship.
Why?
Make traveling a lot easier, quicker, go to places that we probably couldn't reach otherwise.
It would make going from place to place easier, I'll give you that, but...
Harder to catch when we're not on the ground.
Easier to follow. And anyway, what would we do with it when we're not in the airship? The only place that has docks for them is Callisto.
Oh, we don't need docks. We could just land it in an open area, and nobody else really knows how to fly them, so I don't think it's gonna get stolen.
But they could see the giant gems in it and steal those.
I don't think so.
And anyway, what about people who work on this ship?
The people who work on the ship will be fine.
What, are we just going to drop them off at Callisto?
No. What do you think we should do with them?
Give them back the ship that they work on, so that they still have a job and a livelihood and all of these things that you need a job for?
Yes, you make valid point. But there are many, many ships in Callisto that they could work on.
Yes, but if
this is just a one.
But if they lose this one, you understand that they will be fired. If they come back shipless, their boss
Dahlia,
will say, "Hey, you lost the ship. You are fired."
Right, but here's the thing, though, is that there are no poor people in Callisto. They choose to work because they want to, not because they have to.
Exactly.
So being fired...
Well, they want
I don't
to
think that's
work
going to
on
happen.
the ship, and anyway, how are they going to get back to Callisto? They are not adventurers.
No, I was going to tell them we're taking the ship once we get to the city that we're docking in. Give them a bunch of money as a bribe. Set them up with a way home and all the supplies needed to ensure a safe and comfortable trip, and tell them, if anyone asks, they got ambushed. There's more of us. There were no chance they could beat us.
Still, I think that when walking, it's going to be more hassle to drag it along than it would be worth, no?
I think the worth outweighs any kind of risk or danger.
Not to mention, I thought you didn't steal.
I don't like the thought of it, that's true. But
So
for you, because I'm trying to benefit us, I am trying to help us. This is a smart thing to do. Callisto has many ships.
Can I?
And they're not using them.
Because
I don't
can.
I'm gonna start an insight check counter specifically against Ava. Oh, wait, you can go ahead. Make
it
sure
hasn't been incited for a long time.
It's been like a session.
But no.
Tell us what you're looking for, and then Ava, you can roll persuasion or deception. You have to tell us which one.
Not that I don't think that these are reasons, is that I don't think that these are all of the reasons that she wants this airship. I got a 27.
Damn. Roll persuasion or deception. You don't have to tell us which one, but if you roll higher, then you can like kind of pick and choose what information you give, and however much lower you roll, I'll trust you to.
I got an 18 on the die.
So did I.
And oh my god, what is your... Okay, hold on. Plus 12.
Can I guidance myself?
If you're okay with Ava watching you do that.
All right. Sure. Or you could just ask.
Okay.
You got, what, a 28? Roll your guidance?
I guess.
A 1 or a 2 does not really change what happens, but
yeah, I gotta get a 3 or 4. Where is... Great, I got a 3.
Okay, Danny, in regards to that, does it sound like you are withholding information or choosing not to say something?
Main reason? Yes. She will continue, though. It would be beneficial. It would help us with travel, make us harder to be followed and everything, I believe. And also, fuck Callisto. They have all the airships they could ever want and need. They're not even using them, not to mention they're going to be irrelevant soon when the whole city is in the air already. So
I believe that it would probably make them more necessary, no? Once they're in the air, how will they contact anybody on the ground?
Again, they have a lot of airships already. This is a small one. And
wait, why fuck Callisto? They are good to their people.
Oh, yes, but I don't... They are all rich. They all have everything they want. They are all comfortable. They won't even notice one tiny airship. What?
And you hate them for it?
No, I'm saying they don't need all these airships. What's so wrong about us having one of them?
Because it is not ours.
So you believe it is wrong to take this? That's...
I do. Plus, I think it's more hassle than it's worth. But why are you so fixated on this? What is wrong?
Wrong.
Yes, you try to do more bad things when you are seeking control. So I'm asking you what is wrong. This is a
bad thing. This was supposed to be a good thing. For you. For all of us. And anyways, wrong and right, who cares when the world we lived in is all controlled by corrupt churches, genocidal angels, and power-hungry vampires? This is like nothing on the grand scheme of things, taking one little airship. It's not even bad.
Several things. Number one, the whole world is not controlled by corrupt churches.
If the church has its way, they will be. And
but it's not now.
The Church of Corteus.
And the Church of Corteus is not searching that kind of control. Second thing, just because there are worse out there does not mean that we get to do bad things.
This isn't a bad thing. I'm not even hurting anybody.
You are hurting these good people who trusted us with their thing.
You don't know if they are good people or not.
I know that they are people.
Doesn't make them good.
Even if not, that doesn't make them any less deserving of good things.
So then why don't we deserve this airship?
It is not about that. It's not ours. It was not given to us freely.
Sometimes the things you want aren't given to you freely. You have to take them.
Is there something else going on, Ava?
A little.
Tell me about it.
Do you believe that this is wrong to do? It's a bad idea.
I do.
You don't agree with this.
Correct.
Would you stop me?
I would.
See, that's the thing that I was worried about, right? Dahlia, if you don't agree with something like this, I don't think you're going to agree with a lot of things that I want to do and that I will do. So, have you ever just thought that maybe you just don't like me? I mean,
No.
really.
Never for an instant.
Dahlia, I think you have it mixed up.
No, I think
think
you have
like-
it mixed up.
I think you like the idea of who I could be. I think you liked the feeling that you got when you were watching me, that closeness that you felt. But you don't like me. You can't. How could you? And that's fine. Because I'm not like Grace, right? I'm not as kind or as caring or as radiant as her. And I'm never going to be. And Avant was right. Some of us, we were just born bad, and that is what it is.
Ava, and she's gonna like take both of your hands and say, stop this. I do not compare you to Grace. I do not compare anyone to Grace. And I don't just like you because of who I thought you were when I was forced to spy on you. When I look at you, when I think of you, it is not these stealing things that I think of. It is not about your time in the Ardent Solace. These are not the things that come to mind. What comes to mind is what you're trying to do through stealing this airship, which is protecting all of these people that you love. You have the biggest heart I have ever experienced. You love these people so much. It radiates off of you. And yes, you show it in a different way than maybe I would, or maybe than most people would, but I know it to be true. I see you freak out every time one of us are in danger. I see you try to give us what we want. I see the way that you work so hard to make sure that all of us live to see the next day. And that is what I think of when I think of you, and that is why I like you. You cannot tell me how I feel. And then I drop your hands.
You realize I will just do what I want, and you can't stop me, right?
Will try to stop you from doing bad things. But
Bad is
I
a
will
matter
not
of perspective.
pretend that your reasonings are not good.
I suppose I will take your feelings on the matter into
Don't say feelings in such a way
consideration.
that you pretend that you have none. You are the most feeling, emotional person that I know. It's something that
Yes.
I really love about you.
And you don't want me to do something I really want to do, and I am angry. So we're gonna leave it at that.
Okay.
You know, I swore after I got out of the church that no one would ever have power over me again. You're making me soft, and I don't like it. And
You
she's
do-
gonna go.
No, wait.
No!
There are more
She's
things!
missed. She is feather falling
There are
down.
more
She jumped.
things!
She jumped.
There are more things! Come back!
Alright, she jumps up on the edge of the bucket and is about to step off. She's shaking. She's angry, but she's trying to hold it in.
You deserve soft things, you know. You deserve to feel soft. You deserve to feel joy. Also,
Maybe that's not what I want,
okay.
Dahlia.
Well, would you like to talk about something else? Because in
No,
the spirit of honesty, I have something to tell you. But you're going to have to trust me.
If it's gonna piss me off, we probably shouldn't do that right now. I can only take so much before I snap.
It may not. I don't think it will. It is about my
You
home.
started off with the Grace thing, which kind of got me there a little bit, and then that, and now we're gonna What, Dahlia?
Please get down.
She's gonna step down.
I told you that the Church of Paran has no standing in Narana.
Okay.
This is true. And I need you to believe me as the only other person who might understand how you feel about the church, that it is true. However, and I need you to hear me and not run away.
No promises.
The gods go by different names in Narana. I won't go into all of them, but Paran's name in Narana is Elo.
Okay.
And there is an organization for Elo in Narana. However, hear me, please. They are not the Church of Paran. They are but the hands of Elo. And they operate very differently. For one thing, there's only like one house for the hands of Elo, and even then, most of them are not there. They have no military. They are not allowed in a government office. They are hardly even allowed to buy land. What the hands of Elo do is they go to different communities and different things like that by themselves. It's not a group, it is, and they go there and they help the community. It is a trade-based society, and they survive by doing good things for that community. They are
sweet,
easy to recognize due to a handprint on their head. And
strange.
They are the ones who gave me my word. It's called an aura axiom. My book in Braille, so that I could study Purana. And all of my practices are based on their practices. And I just wanted you to be prepared, because they are technically a Church of Paran, but I need you to trust me that they are not the same, and I don't want you to freak out when you see them.
What did you think I was going to do?
Be upset, because they do technically worship the sun, and you would think that I tricked you because I withheld the truth, and I am trying not to do that because I know that you value the truth.
I dislike religious things, people, worshippers as a whole.
So you dislike me?
That part of you?
It is most of me.
I'm hoping one day you'll see that the gods are just not here, not hearing us, and they don't care.
Not being here and not caring are different things.
We can debate that another time. I won't freak out. I don't care. As long as they don't hurt you, that's fine.
They don't hurt anyone. And Ava, I hope you know that we will be safe. We are safe from the Church of Paran.
That is what you think, and I respect that.
Ava.
I will make sure of it, though.
Ava, hear me. They have no standing outside of
not
this
them.
area.
It is not them that I'm worried about, Dahlia. Don't get it twisted.
Who are you worried about?
Everybody else. The vampire after Lucian. The, genocidal angel after us. The Church of Corteus. The list goes on and on. It is not just the Church of Prawn. I will continue to do what I do and keep everybody safe. And I won't hurt any of your ELO friends.
I hope one day...
And now I'm going.
...understand that the most rebellious thing that you could do against these organizations is to let yourself experience joy. And then she's gonna turn back and go back to resting on the side.
She's just gonna shake her head and feather fall down to the group that's being interviewed.
Their interview is like 5 to 10 minutes done at this point.
Oh. Okay, she's looking straight at Athira and Gwen. The plan is off. Oh. I don't want the ship. And then she's gonna start walking to the cabin.
Don't want the ship? I thought we were just learning to fly it.
She was very adamant. What just happened?
Feel free to go and learn.
Oh, they were? Is that what that noise was?
Yes.
Oh. Okay.
Danny. Ava said that.
Don't dox her too.
Ava said she didn't like most of Dahlia, but was still going to protect her. I frankly don't understand her, but that's basically the gist of what happened.
Flying a ship did sound pretty cool, though.
I mean, I could still give you some pointers if you wanted to know.
How do you know how to fly a ship?
I know how to sail.
Ava's gonna turn around before she goes into the cabin. Feel free to just go ask the pilots. I'm sure they'll teach you some things. While you're at it, come up with a plan for where we're going next and how we're getting there. Because we're not staying in Windromeda for more than a day or two. And wake me up when we get there. And then she's going to walk a few steps, stop, and turn around and look at Athira, Gwen, Lucian, and Rosaries. Or don't, because, I mean, I know how easily forgettable I am when it comes to important decisions and deals now. Anyway. And then she's gonna go.
And with that feels like a great opportunity to transition a little bit. The trip, I fully mistakenly gave you guys the wrong time last week. It's not make a little day trip like I told you guys before the session. It's going to take closer to 26 hours, not 6 hours. I was vastly overestimating how fast these ships would be able to fly and underestimating the distance between these two cities. At a reasonable pace, flying, which is going to be faster than any other form of travel, the trip from Callisto to Windromeda is just over 24 hours. So you guys will get to this other town that you're stopping in potentially like middle of the day tomorrow, around noon. But with that being said, it is freezing. Even in your cabins, you are cold. You have blankets and you have food and drink that's all been provided for you on this trip, purchased with the 1,000 silver that Rosaries gave to these people who are working the boat. But I think that night you guys are kind of huddled up around a fire on the top deck. There is a fire pit that they brought out and put over the sort of grate in the middle where you can see down to the hallway between the cabins. So they have the fire pit there. They have some firewood. They've lit it. You guys are in some quickly folding chairs, huddled around. The people working the ship were joining you at first, but very quickly Richie, knowing that the group seemingly does not like him, he is not stupid enough to try to force himself in. So he will huddle up with the fire with you guys, get warm, and then in the kind of awkward silence, him and some of the workers, Eugenio and Juliana, will head off down to their cabins after the sun is set to go to bed. Otello stays for just a little bit, silently, before eventually, messing with the fire a little bit, making sure that it's ready to keep going, and then kind of symbolically passing the fire poker over to his right, we'll say to Leo, and giving you a nod before he heads down to his cabin as well. So it is just the 7 of you up on the deck, just shortly after food and drinks were served, the fire was put out. You guys have been standing here or sitting here for about 30 minutes or so before everyone else departs. And there is a quiet awkwardness to some. It's enjoyable to others. But I would like I'm going to roll a d8 to decide this, one of you to tell a story. Lucian, you are normally lost in thought or reading a book, but I would like to give you the prompt of tonight. You have set all of that aside. You are reflecting on Callisto, and you are staring into the fire. It is quiet in here, and you realize that there are just a lot of things that you have not told this party. They barely know about your sister. You have not told them anything about her. You haven't told them much about your family. I think Rosaries is the only one here who has met them. It's been a long, long time. But you guys did visit home at one point. I know Marcel was there. I think Rosaries was there. But I'm going to say that the thing that's on your mind is after Callisto, you realize there's just a kind of strong disconnect between you and the other party members. Would you tell us a story around this campfire, Lucian's perspective, to your friends?
Real quick before I do, Danny sent me a little recap from the previous session. Mm-hmm. Does everybody know about the Aboleth plan at this point?
Yes.
There's a plan?
In character, obviously.
Not that there's a plan,
the task.
Sorry.
There is one.
The task.
The concept of an Aboleth.
So I think Athera does, but I think I missed it, so we can cover that some other time.
It's gonna be brief mention, but I want to make sure that's not gonna be.
Plan is a strong word. I do think everyone in the party understands the concept. Remen has asked you to hunt down and find an Aboleth. They are deep sea creatures, but they tend to be near colder coasts. So you're not going to find them like in Wisteria, where most of the coasts are tropical. But now that you guys are in Septenum and Nirvana is directly north, like that area between would be perfect. So they are like deep water creatures that are typically found near coast, not like out in the middle of the ocean. You got to find one. You got to collect theoretically alchemical ingredients or just body parts from it. Like the brain would be great, blood would work, anything like that.
Yeah.
But as far as saying a plan, I don't think anyone in the party, including Lucian, knows exactly what to do yet.
No, I meant has it been mentioned, because in character, last I checked, I had only mentioned it to Rosari specifically.
You asked Gwen and Athera if they knew what one was, and then everybody else found out last session while you weren't here because we went to Remen.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll just make sure that wasn't going to be a bombshell in character. Okay. I don't think you rolled a dice. I think you already had my name pulled up.
Rigged.
It's always rigged.
Lucian is going to take a look around at everyone. And after the ball, he starts kind of realizing how much he's changed over the past couple months. He's now to the point where he's being more susceptible to keeping secrets from the party than he believes he was in the past. Specifically right now with his interaction with Mavrakis and most of his interactions with Remen that the party didn't really know too much about until recently. He's gonna look at everyone, kind of stare into the fire for a second. We are outside. What time of day is it right now?
It is nighttime. Like the sun set just 30, 45 minutes ago. So there's still like a tiny bit of light scattered across some clouds in the sky, but you are able to see the stars.
Okay.
The snow has subsided, so it is no longer actively snowing on the deck, and most of it, in fact, has been brushed off by the wind. But it's still very cold, and it is just after dusk.
Okay. So he is going to look at, and he's just gonna say, before the incident, when Laurel and I were just children at the time, we would spend so many nights just laying down, staring at the sky, just studying these celestial bodies as much as we could with our bare eyes. No equipment, no hypotheses, no studies, just observing. And sometimes I wonder if that beauty that I used to admire is something that I can't quite comprehend at this moment. It seems like that part of me is gone, even if just for the time being. He's going to look at Rosari's. I am sorry for my recent actions. I don't know if I am putting my needs above the party's needs, or vice versa, at any given point. I can never tell which path I'm going on. And he's going to turn to the rest of the party. I know Professor Raymond showing up and asking me, and by extension the rest of you, to hunt an aboleth, of all things, is daunting and just utterly ridiculous, but I'm running out of options to be able to find another way to look at the stars with my sister again. And I'm afraid this might be my last opportunity. And he's just going to look down for a second, waiting to see if anyone responds.
I think I'm just gonna say I'm sitting next to you, and I'm just gonna kind of pat you on the shoulder and just be like, well, look, I don't blame you for the decision you made. I understand why you made it. I'm not going to support it, but I'm going to help you through it. And if you're not sure what path to take because it seems dark, luckily we have a cleric of light and sun over there that might help shed some light for some things to go through. But don't do it on your own.
Absolutely. Whatever path you go on, we will walk it with you. If you think this aboleth is the best chance you've got, then we will go for an aboleth. It's as simple as that. You are one of our own.
And not to be, pragmatic about it, but if indeed some of our suspicions are true, then finding a way to breach the gap in the planes, if that's the right word, I'm not quite sure, would be beneficial to us all. So, you're not being selfish at all, I don't think.
No, I am a little bit confused as to what choice you made, though, that is so bad. Is there something you're
immediately when you say that, Lucian's eyes are going to kind of widen, as in realizing that he's going to have to confess this now. A little bit of sweat is going to come down his face.
I'm gonna hear your breath hitch and be like, "Uh-oh." What is it, Lucien?
Half of the party just sits up straight and...
So, when Mavrakis was released outside, and everyone else went inside, I held Remin behind, and I asked her to come back.
By her, you mean the vampire?
Mavrakis.
Right.
Yes. Because I did believe her when she said she would be back if I didn't give her what she wanted. And right now I have a couple theories that I don't believe I would have the time to really dive into if we're being chased constantly by a vampire lord. But I did divulge some of the information of the journal to Mavrakis.
What information?
I attempted to be as general as I could. Mainly speaking of the adventures of Layman and his party, including Corteus, the fight. Sorry, give me demon's name.
Vermeth.
Vermeth, thank you. I had vermouth on my head and I couldn't get it out.
That works too.
That was Vermeth. The fight with Vermeth and the part that she actually seemed interested in was Layman essentially losing his mind towards the end of the journal.
Did you tell her of the artifacts?
I did not specify on the artifacts, and frankly, she did not seem interested in the artifacts. But with what she was interested in has tied a couple of strings in my head as to what both she and Avant could be looking for. But I will need some time to study this further. But I hope my actions have delayed further conflict with her instead of bringing it closer.
You still should have told us.
At the time, I didn't know if that was the right decision.
It is always the right decision.
Frankly, I'm having a harder and harder time recently of trying to decide what is correct.
Well, the more we all know, the more we can all help you. And that goes for everybody, which is why we had decided that we were not going to keep secrets from each other anymore.
Which is why I'm telling you now.
Okay.
Gatlin, since Lucien was the first to give a story, I'm gonna let you decide if Lucien is the only one to give a story, or if you would like for me or you to roll and see who else you kind of look to tell. If you have someone in specific that you just want to pick on, you can. But if you want to roll me a d6, you can also leave it to be random.
I am going to roll a d20 first to see if someone else has to tell a story, and then I'll roll a d6.
Okay.
And I'm actually going to roll it, unlike you did, because I don't believe you.
Brother.
Here. We'll string the roll.
Oh, look at that. He's got
He didn't tell us the
it's
parameters.
a 7.
Ooh.
Where's that?
Sorry. If it was under 10, then it would be someone picked. If it's above 10, it would not be someone picked.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I knew that. I knew that. Don't worry.
And it was a 7. So
best case scenario was nobody else had to go. So.
Yeah,
All right.
exactly. So low was good. Low
So we're going in alphabetical
and that is
order.
That is a 5.
5. Okay. So a 5 means Athera, Ava, Dahlia, Gwen, Leo is number 5.
What number am I?
You would be number 4. But Leo is the next one. I'll say that you look around. Lucian and Leo have a bit of a history, but I think when you're talking in these big, monumental, like, I was doing actions to prevent us from having another big bad come after us, I think that particularly kind of matches with Leo, whose family and Avant are both, like, major players. Oh, look at that little critter. Both major players in this story. So you guys make eye contact. Leo, I'll say that you are filled with the inspiration to go ahead and tell a story.
You know, if we're talking about being honest with each other, I have to be very honest with you all. I, on the daily, am extremely tempted to alert Avant to the fact that someone else is looking for his book. E.g. the vampires. Don't know if that's a good idea or not, but the other thing about that is I've spoken with a couple of you, and my deepest fear is that at some point the person that we run into, the church, the whatever that shows up at the party is going to be my father. And I've decided that I won't side with him, but that's not saying very much. Though I was conflicted about that earlier, so... But... And here's the thing, right? Growing up, my mother was, I guess, complacent would be the word. She was a fine mother, and I love her very much. She's not dead. She was a strong term. But my father was always my father. And the strange part is that it is difficult to tell that someone is doing wrong when they are all you have known and no one has said that it is wrong. As many of us in real life discover, going to college was the thing that sort of opened up my sensibilities and scope. But otherwise, it is just the dogma. I remember a specific day when my brother sort of really dug in, or got sucked in, when he was learning to fight, and I was too young, and he and father were in the yard with wooden swords, and I was extremely jealous of what it was occurring because I was too young and I didn't understand. But in retrospect, what it was my father indoctrinating my brother, which is a strange thing to realize in hindsight, that the thing that you held in your household so commonly is not common. And the talk of this righteous fury, this righteousness of nothing can stand in the way of goodness, or else it must be stricken down. is strong talk, but it's not strong. It is the only thing you've ever heard. And I am keenly aware of the zealotry that these people will bring down upon us, and I am considering strange and ill-advised attempts to try and throw them off the trail. Who's to say that the vampires aren't working for Avant, though? I don't know, so... But I wouldn't put it past him. He seems sort of the strange bedfellows sort of guy, if he needs to be. I don't know what all that's to say, but, I don't know, do you think I should do it? Do you think it's a good idea? Do you think the vampires are working with Avant? I don't know, is it a fourth player? Like, can he track me through my magic? I kind of want to just...
No, you're talking way too fast. It's way too late for that.
I feel like it's something else, personally.
And I don't think it's a good idea to reach out to Avant.
Reach out to vampire lords? I don't know.
I don't know, some weird creature. I don't know. Some weird little guy.
Who's sending
pulling the strings.
Yeah. That's what I hope. But, Thera, what were you going to say?
Oh, nothing. I was freaked. I didn't know where the weird creature had come into this. But please move on.
I don't think it's Avant. I don't know. I have a little feeling in my bones.
Then would it not be prudent for us to tell him that he has another adversary that he has to pay attention to?
I don't see why not. Him anything.
I think it would be funny.
Hope to never see him again.
Shift his focus.
I think telling him is just going to make him more chaotic and more dangerous at the same time.
Correct. And vampires that are sucking blood from people, and people are like, vampires are much easier to track. And if they are also following us, then that tells Avant approximately where we are.
Ugh, you and your pragmatism. So you're like,
I don't even know what that word means.
Didn't you say like 4 hours ago to take the pragmatic view of things?
Yes, I know, but she's always so correct in the consequences of actions.
Can someone tell me what that means?
I learned it from Lucian. I don't have a very good grasp on the
practical
word.
application.
He has.
I think it has something to do with logic too. Yes. No, I don't have a good grasp on its definition.
I have not always thought things through all the way. It is something that I learned in adult life.
Haven't we all? What's our average age? Like 20?
Speak for yourself.
I just
Athera, you're 503 or something. Yeah,
Athera, how old are you?
Big fat liar.
How old are you, anyway?
Well, a lot older than 3 times the age of probably just about every one of you.
I don't want to do algebra. Just answer the question.
TLDR.
I'm 60-something, I believe.
70?
You believe?
Cannot be 80.
Well, you start to... I mean, the years between 50 and 100 are kind of just melded. Everybody's figuring themselves out, so...
How long are your kind supposed to live?
Oh, well over 200 years.
My goodness. I just turned 22
But if I did the math right
ago.
now, I can think... I believe I'm 64, if I remember. The months don't quite add up compared to your guys's, but yes.
My goodness.
I'll get some of the water from back home.
Your skin is probably glowing.
To help us transition, this is completely optional. I just messaged and told you guys that telling stories at this point is kind of just a volunteer or request situation. But I'm going to specifically ask, does anyone want to tell a more light-hearted story
A lighthearted story?
in the
Mine's
face,
not really light-hearted, but
Mine's
it
lighthearted.
could be funny or fun. I'll ask
it's not bad.
for your character to, if you want to volunteer and say a more enjoyable, lighthearted, funny, whatever story to contrast this talk of doom and despair and gloom.
Well, if nobody else is going to go, I guess I will.
Have fun.
You say I'm very pragmatic. That is the word that you use. Not always, you guys. Not always. When I was very young, probably like 6 years old or so. Oh gosh, this is going to take some explaining. A friend of mine and I were chasing a creature around. It was the beginning of what you guys would know as Polar Day. So there's like a few months in the year where the sun doesn't go down in Nirvana, and then most of the year it doesn't come up. But it was right at the beginning of that, and me and my friend, her name was Wendell. She is actually a pseudo dragon.
Wow.
But she is very, very old. She is most definitely dead now. She was old when this story took place. But we are chasing a creature into the woods because it is a very silly creature. I will tell you about it later. We were chasing it, and Wendell, she got distracted by something. I don't remember what it was. But somehow I ended up wandering off. Like she was outside of my telepathic and the blind sight vision. And I remember that I was barefoot, of course. I really hate shoes. And I was enjoying...
Me too.
I was enjoying the feeling of snow crunching underneath my feet because it was like just the top layer was melting. And I walked and I walked and I walked and I was just really enjoying that feeling, and then I have no idea how long I walked before I realized that I was totally and completely lost. Just out in the middle of nowhere. I could not hear anybody, I could not reach out telepathically to anybody. Completely lost. And something appeared. I did not know what it was at the time, but it was like it wasn't there, and then all of a sudden it was. And my blind sight could not reach the top of it. It was just like legs in front of my face. And I was frightened for a moment, but I felt, I don't know really how to explain it, but I felt that it meant me no harm. And that it was going to help me somehow. And it reached its face down, and it, I don't know, just kind of held its face in front of mine for a moment. And I pet it a little bit before it kind of put its leg in front of me, and I held on to its leg like this, and because it was so large, like I was at 6 years old, I did not come up to its knee, and I just held on to its leg, and it started walking, and I remember laughing and squealing in that way that only children do, and it was just walking me along. Eventually, we reached to where I could telepathically reach out to Wendell again. And she was freaking out, like she could not find me anywhere. And she stopped dead in her tracks when she realized what I was riding on. And it, I got off, and she bowed to it and was like herding me away from it. But I remember it was so kind. And as quickly as it had appeared, it completely vanished. I found out later that creature is called an Auk, as that's how Lysterians would say it. And they are like a large elk. Like a little bit bigger than a moose, but with an owl's face and 6 eyes.
Whoa.
And they are incredible, magical creatures. And supposedly, if you make eye contact with one, it fills you with this sense of dread to the point that it can, like, cause your nose to bleed, and many people go mad from making eye contact with these, but I have no eyes. I could not make eye contact with it. The animals and the creatures in Norröna, they revered these creatures as, at least according to Windle, as like godlike beings. Norrönans don't know much about them. They are large, ancient. Nobody knows how they reproduce, how they eat. And nobody's ever seen one that wasn't already staring at them. But it was kind to me that day. And when I think of my childhood, that is what I think of. But I did not think that. I saw a giant creature, and I was like, ah yes, I will just hang on to its leg.
It was like me and that purple worm.
Yes, you have told me about the purple worm!
Yeah, the purple worm! Right, guys?
Absolutely, except this thing did not hurt me.
That's true.
But it was truly delightful. Running into that cryptid creature.
I want to see one now.
You might. We are going to my home.
But like with a blindfold.
Yes.
Someone put a blindfold on me.
And you have to be pure of heart.
Do you guys think I'm pure of heart?
I do. Yes.
I think if any of us, like, yes, besides the one telling the story, of course.
I think you would also like the little creature that we were chasing. They're called an Arctic Vixid. But we call them house griffins. They are very small. They're about the size of maybe like a cat. And instead of being half eagle, half lion, they are half corvid and half Arctic fox. And they are very intelligent. And they are little tricksters and little pranksters. And one was messing with us, so we were chasing it, and we were having a great time.
Get me one of those. Get me one of those things.
They are not good pets. They are not good pets. Give me one of those
things right now.
They are not good pets. They are too impish. But they are.
Zim is a bit impish sometimes.
They are very sweet. They are very cute.
Unless anyone else has a story of their character would like to volunteer, I think that will mark when you guys start slowly peeling off, maybe some earlier than others, back to your rooms. Lucian's got something.
I was specifically waiting for everyone to be done before we left.
I don't hear anyone else volunteering, so absolutely go ahead.
I raised my hand. I can't
see your hand. It's cut off. You guys are like in these rectangular boxes, not the ones that you guys see that are long. These are taller. I'll say, Gwen, you go first, then Lucian, and then you guys will start, slowly being like, hey, I'm going to go get some rest. You got a big day tomorrow, getting to Windromeda. Gwen!
All right. This might not be that entertaining, and it's not very long, but one time my parents won a work trip for like a few days, and so I was left alone in the house, and Lucian reminded me of this when he said he liked gazing up at the stars or whatever. I tried to do that through my bedroom window, and something just started like scratching and maiming at my window, and it scared the absolute shite out of me, right? It was screaming too. And so I got my friends, bundled them up, we all went hunting for that thing, right? Don't want to know what that was? I've spoken about it before, alright? It was a Zorbo. Okay? A god's damned Zorbo. And we did try to hunt it with, our professional hunting skills as good old 6 and 7-year-olds, alright? But, it attacked me instead. So, I didn't stay home, I went to one of my friends' houses. That's it.
What is Zorbo?
It's like a creature like yay big, but then
How big?
realizes that you can't
How
see
big is
it. So she takes your hands and like moves them to how big they are, so you can get a sense. They're like yay big. They got big fluffy ears. They climb in trees, and they got teeth worse than a fucking vampire. All right, and they got these nasty little claws. They're disgusting. I hate them.
Goodness.
Yeah.
Well,
Just right outside my bedroom window.
Well, we don't have those in Narana.
We got them back home. Absolute foul creatures.
Anything you miss about your home?
Probably, my friends and family.
Okay, well.
Yeah, the part where everyone died.
The friends that I went Zorboy hunting with,
Okay.
Lucian, please.
Yeah.
That awkward tension.
Out of character, the way that you said that reminds me of that one joke that said in Legends of Adventurous, like, why did the monkey fall out of the tree? Because he died. Same vibes.
Why did the monkey fall from the tree? He had an iron spike in him. Whatever it is.
After mentioning how they have teeth sharper than a vampire, Lucian's gonna kind of dip his head and thought for a moment, and he's gonna ask everyone, was it strange to anyone else how, well, one, not only was Mavrakis seemingly alive, but she looked completely different? I mean, she didn't drop disguise at any point, even after transformation. It's almost like she had a different body altogether.
Really?
I mean, that wasn't the Mavrakis that we saw previously.
I mean, I thought she was.
It was.
I think we all did, so.
It was Mavrakis. She did die. But...
I mean, Rosarius kind of looks a little different.
I don't look that different. I'm just.
I mean,
I don't know.
it's his same body.
You look
I
pretty
kind of
different
assumed-
to me.
Not the time, doll.
I kind of assumed, Mavrakis just kind of, her dust just formed back together into a humanoid.
Well, that's actually... that's kind of where I'm at. Not her dust forming back, but is it possible her soul or her consciousness could have formed back into somebody else?
Not possible. She is vampire. She has no soul.
Do you remember the altar that Mavrakis had when we found the book?
What, are you asking me?
Yeah, I remember that.
Because I
Had
wasn't
the
there.
dragon blood.
Asking everyone who was there.
Yeah, had the weird dragon blood vials. That I still have,
Hey,
by the way.
Tenno, you're muted. Tenno.
Bingo.
Why is Leo talking to himself?
I'm
Okay, no
talking
mouth
to my
that he
wife.
knows.
Oh.
I can read lips, guys. All right.
Sorry,
Be the thumbs up time.
Leo's married. You just heard it. So that was awfully familiar to the experiment that caused my own sister's disappearance. She too required dragon's blood in that same process. If those two are related, did Mavrakis, or perhaps someone more powerful than her, find a way to transfer this consciousness? I mean, could that... I mean, right now I think that's why we're being asked to go find an aboleth. That's what they're known for, is transferring consciousness. And if it's that important for both Mavrakis and I, would there be any reason Avant would need this power?
I mean, your sister ended up being planes doing this, right?
I don't know. That's what I thought all of these years, that she had to have gone to another plane.
You mean you don't know?
But I don't know if that's the case anymore.
Is this one of the reasons why you're just a little bit obsessed with dragons?
Possibly. They're really cool for many reasons. I don't really want to narrow it down to
Zim and I can
their
attest,
blood.
yeah.
So, let me ask, what does dragon's blood have with the transference of consciousness?
I was thinking maybe plane hopping. I don't know.
I'm not sure yet. I need to figure that part out.
The only consciousness hopping that I know of is, I mean, the cycle of rebirth, in my belief, if you call it that.
But in this journal, and he's going to hold it out in front of everybody, place his hand on top of it. I think half of the process unintentionally happened to Layman himself. Or something related. There's something about all of these things that are related, and I can't quite see it yet, and it's driving me insane. Side note, out of character, because Shorty won't tell me. And I'm not sure where to go from here, but I'm telling each and every one of you that these things, there is something in common here that we need to be wary of. I don't know who Mavrakis is working for. I don't know if we'll see her again, or if she's somehow in, consorting with Avant. I don't know what's happening, but somehow this is all tied together, and it could mean a way for me to find Laurel and to possibly stop all of this.
All right.
And he's going to put his book back in the satchel on his hip.
Well,
but that's a theory.
Well, we will not figure it all out tonight. And we certainly won't figure it out tomorrow if we do not sleep. I don't know about you guys, but I get up literally at dawn. I am going to go rest.
I think that's a good idea.
Lucian's got a mumble underneath his breath. I could probably figure it out tonight.
You're not going
And-
to figure it out tonight. Or not. Go to bed.
With that,
You
all
need
of
to
guys
sleep.
will, slowly start peeling off from the fire. You guys are welcome to stay a little bit later and ponder silently in your character's head. That is where we will take a break, and we'll get back in the morning with you guys arriving at the edge of Windromeda's jurisdiction, a little town set alongside the mountains north of Wisteria. So we'll do that right when we get back. We'll see you guys here in just a minute. Lucian.
Okay. So, I'm technically going to try 3 commands, but it's going to be the same command trying with each prefix that I sent earlier. Because I don't know if I asked this earlier in chat. Does he know specifically what each of those commands do?
Here's what I'm going to have you do, because the other players at the table, who I'm going to bring in now, are also part of the audience, and they're going to be completely lost if we sit here and play the pronoun game. What knowledge does Lucian have, and what actions is he taking on that knowledge?
So, there are 3 commands that, and if I'm wrong at any point, because I just reread all this today, if I'm wrong, just correct me. There are 3 commands that Layman used when editing the journal. Ceased, copy?
Copier.
I don't know the pronunciation. Copier? Okay.
Close enough.
And he used these a lot. Specifically, he used, how did you say the last one? Copier?
Copier. It's French, remember that.
I know, I'm trying to steer Lucian's storyline away from French, but okay. That command was specifically used, if I'm not mistaken, to remove text or redact text, or basically, Lucian believes there were a lot of details that were removed from the journal by Layman as it was being written, either because he didn't seem it necessary to be included, or maybe he didn't want that information to be written down.
I'm going to say, give me a flat intelligence check. Actually, we can flavor this as investigation if you're proficient with that.
Very is the answer there.
Very proficient with that.
Yes, that will be 33.
Damn.
19 on the die plus 14.
Yeah, you're very proficient. You were not wrong. On a 33, I'm just going to tell you exactly what this stuff is. That way the audience and players can kind of follow along with this. You're mostly right. 2 of the commands, in C is a command to start, and sist is a command to stop. Copier is not necessarily a command, but it is something that Layman did. And on a 33, I'm going to give you a little bit of information that isn't in the journal. There is a specific, not a command, but like a small ritual that Layman did with these journals, where this grimoire was what he kept his notes in. INC would start, and it would take notes of whatever he said. It had the capability of like perceiving the area around it so that it could take notes on what Layman was seeing or experiencing without him verbally saying anything, and sist was just the command to stop. When he copied it, per his first journal, which was non-magical, the grimoire is more akin to what you guys were attributing to Jacques. Technically speaking, Jacques does not have like an intelligence or a consciousness. It is just magical, and it was, with Marcel forming a personality, because Marcel's personality was so strong that it could create more, I guess. But this grimoire is partially alive, like as a magic item. And it could go through and determine what information was worth keeping and relevant to the journal and what information was not, so that when it copied to another non-magical journal, it could take out all of the scribblings and notes and unnecessary details and just put in the stuff that was worth recording.
Okay.
So with that being said, on a nasty 33 of a check, you're understanding how Layman's Journal works. It has the commands that can be spoken to make it start notating or listening. You know how to make it stop. There is a way to copy it, although you don't technically have like the spell that you would potentially need for that. Lucian is up late at night attempting to make some progress with this grimoire. What do you do?
Right now, Lucian has a suspicion that there is more to the journal than he has found out so far. Whether that be some kind of cipher, hidden text, removed information that can somehow be retrieved, anything like that, he is trying to figure out a way to, look for clues that would lead towards any information like that. Like, if there was a way to undo previous changes to it, if the book had, like you said, it could get rid of like scribbling or some side notes that it didn't deem relevant to the entries, if there would be any way to retrieve those or add them back into the journal.
On a 33, I'm going to say that in Lucian's best knowledge, you are correct about this journal having some more to it than what Lucian is currently like able to use it for. Being the grimoire of a super powerful wizard probably comes with some extra magical perks that you're not quite seeing with using this book. However, your knowledge on how to retrieve those things is incredibly limited. I'm going to say that it's essentially 0, but you do have the assumption that once it copies to a different journal, there's no way to retrieve it. If there was stuff marked out of this current journal, you could potentially request to re-retrieve it.
Can he attempt that? And with him not knowing too much about this, it would be more of a shot in dark as to his method.
You can attempt it, but you are going to have to tell me exactly what Lucian does.
Can you tell me, before I do it, if any kind of communication spell like message would work for the book? You said it has some form of intelligence, or seems to have some form of intelligence on its own.
I will tell you that on a 33, you are pretty confident that you're not going to like drastically mess anything up if you just want to mess around and find out.
About to detonate a book. Okay. Lucian is going to, after realizing this, attempt to send a message to the book itself. And he's simply going to say, reveal your secrets.
You perform the components for sending. You point at the book, you think the thought in your head, reveal your secrets, you point at it, you feel the cantrip go off, and nothing happens.
Lucian is going to seem very disappointed, and he's going to... Is there enough room in the journal for me to put my own entries?
Yeah, it's like barely over halfway full.
Okay. he's going to turn to the page directly after Layman's last injuries. And he's going to use NC to start. And
you say the word NC, and you've already opened the journal, so it doesn't like flip or move or anything. But you do watch as almost a magical wave washes over the page, like ink spreading across and then quickly fading and disappearing. What's the very next thing that you say?
This has been disappointing.
You see the words, "This has been disappointing," almost write themselves out across the top of the page. And then shortly after that, a line skips, and then you just see the text, "You are not my master," write itself across in a different font.
What became of your master?
You say that, and it writes itself out on the page, but it does not respond.
If I'm not your master, why did you choose me?
Still, your words write themselves on the page. You're asking this book questions, but it is being difficult. To put it in like a common term, does not respond again. You don't think it's impossible for it to respond, but you think that being a partially sentient magic item, it doesn't seem to want to talk to you unless there's a good reason.
Lucian's going to sigh and think just for a second of the comparison in his head between Laurel's fate and Layman's. Not say anything. And then he's going to say ceased.
Before you say ceased, you look back down at the page after looking up and thinking, and you see the name Laurel written across the page.
After saying ceased, he's going to see that and immediately close the book, set it on the nightstand, and go to bed.
Cool. With that being said, morning comes, dawn arrives, the sun rises, shining light across a dreary gray sky. Dahlia and Aethera, you are easily two of the first awake. Dahlia, you're probably meandering around, not minding the cold, frigid, almost like sub-0 degrees up on the board.
Can I go back up to the crow's nest to do my morning ritual?
You're not able to get really good direct sunlight, but you're able to get enough light to at least perform your prayers and not actively be hurt, for the day by not being able to see or feel the things around you. You guys have a little bit of time. You're going to arrive at your destination per the workers' descriptions around noon. So you have a couple hours to kill unless you guys just want to go ahead and fast track there. Are any of you doing anything specific or unique during the 4 or 5 hours before you arrive there?
Just praying, hanging out in the crow's nest.
Can I try to get Leo and Abe together so I can talk to them?
I almost want to make you make a check for it, but I'll let the players of those characters decide first.
And do I have to go to separate rooms for that to happen?
Again,
I feel like we're all staying in like cruise quarters or something.
Yeah, but Ava's really cold.
Okay.
Did you say Ava's cold?
Of course she is. It's Sub-Zero.
Anyway.
We have like literally a personal heater with us. We've been
As long as if you can't find her, I have locate person stocked. asked Cortez to help me with my endeavors of finding her.
Gwen can also track. You don't have to use your magic.
Also, a
That's
finite
true.
space. It's
I'm
not
very adept.
not too many places she
I think
can
we're
be.
skipping over a very important step here. Danny, how
We're
hard is
skipping
it
over the
to
important
find Ava?
part.
Being as that we're on a very small ship with not a lot of places, then not that hard.
Okay, you can absolutely decide where they find you, but I think it's really, really difficult to like effectively hide from the party if they're looking for you.
She's just in bed.
Got it.
Just
Guys, we way
okay.
overthought that.
Yeah. Just in bed.
Cool. I assume you're with me, Leo.
Yeah, so you've found me already for sure.
Yeah. Are you wearing your armor already?
I'm wearing my armor a lot all
Cool,
the time.
cool.
These days.
Then what you need to know
Just
that for?
Why don't you let me talk and you can find out?
Ava's volatile. We all gotta be protected.
Yeah.
Cool. I'll just knock on the door and be like, Ava, it's me. We're almost there. Can I talk to you?
No.
Cool. I'm gonna open the door. And if it's locked,
I'm here too if it matters.
That's rude.
I have a feeling that might make it worse though.
Honestly, I don't know if she's mad at me or you anymore. The flip of the coin, I suppose. I think right now it's me. Ava.
I do have this really nice coin. She's gonna take it out and get ready to flip it.
If you flip it, I'm not gonna give you the item I made for you.
I'm listening.
I'm not talking through the door, so I'm just gonna if the door's unlocked, I'm opening it.
The door is unlocked.
Cool. I'm gonna walk in and just look at both of you and be like, I apologize for not including you in the discussion with Bird Lady, whatever her name is, that betrayed us. First and foremost, Ava, I did it because I don't trust you right now to not ask for too much and ruin the deal in totality. However, I was already planning to make you a gift to pay off my debt to you personally. So don't take it out on the others. I made the choice. Don't be angry at Lucien or Dahlia or Athera or Gwen. Be angry at me and me alone. With that in mind, I'm gonna just toss you a necklace that is made purely out of gold, and it has a diamond that is housed in the mouth of a wolf. Like the fangs are holding it together in place. I go, that should be good enough for you to get Leo or Dahlia or someone else to bring back whoever you want if someone goes down. I don't know what's going on with you, but it seems like you're trying to fill a hole in your life with things rather than people, and I really don't want you to do that. So take that as a reminder.
Too. But thank you.
Not in the way that I mean it.
Yeah.
Not in the way that I mean it.
I think rather she gets filled by people.
Whoa,
Thank
you. We're getting censored.
Wrap it up.
And if that's not enough, and I'll hold out just a bag that's full of coins. You can have that too. In case you're wondering, as a player, I'm giving you all of the money I have on me. It'll be 250 gold, 7 silver, and 173 copper.
What?
That's my money. That's my money. It's not the party's money. Take it. If you need more for me to be forgiven, ask what you want.
Okay. Just so you know, I didn't ruin the deal. You guys did.
Again, that is plural. It needs to be singular. I did it.
No, you all talked to Richie.
Just to be clear, Richie is a person. If you're meaning the person that's rich, that's
The
different.
reporter that's going to write a story
I
about...
was asking to be forgiven for the deal. Okay. Clearly, Leo, we both suck at knowing what I did wrong.
Clearly, we both did something wrong here. Yeah.
Could you clarify what I did wrong with Richie? Just so I can know in advance.
You guys told him the truth.
A very distorted truth. That's really closer to a lie than anything.
But it wasn't what you agreed upon. So any deals that were not fulfilled straight away, those are done when that comes out. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I told him my
Thank
name
you
was
for
Victoria's Claw.
your gold and your necklace. And she's just gonna put the sheet over her head.
I just want to be super clear that I 100% held to the Quintoria's Qual bit, just so you know, Ava.
You weren't even part of the deal before, Leo! I don't care what you told her!
I just want to be represented correctly, that's all.
No, I'm not mad at you, Leo.
Be mad at me. Just know that you're trying to control everyone, and I think that's going to cause further problems. If you're going to be mad at someone, be mad at me for my decisions.
I'm not controlling anyone, it's everybody else that wants me to be controlled. Now get out of my room.
I will follow that command. Oh, the irony. And I'll walk out, and Leo, if you're following me as we walk out, I'll be like, for you, I had something else to pay you back.
Honestly, I just wanted to be included. I don't really need anything. I think it was a little fucked up that we weren't made aware, but I understand that it was happenstance of the thing falling off, and I wouldn't have had anything to add anyway, so I'm mostly just a little upset on principle than anything else.
And that's
not
why
nearly
I wanted
as much
to.
as Ava.
Oh, yours wasn't materialistic. I wasn't going to.
Oh, good.
I don't have anything else to give, unfortunately.
I gave her all my money too, so.
Oh, she is very. We're gonna have to have a different talk when she calms down. I was going to tell you that I know that you're probably struggling with your faith, particularly after Avant. You and I haven't gotten to talk about that. That your religion is essentially following an idolatry of the son of Cortez rather than Cortez himself, and that he killed me, which is weird. I wanted you to know that I want to help you figure out what true Cortean faith is and help you follow that, not whatever the sword wants you to do.
That is very much sort of my whole conundrum, and I guess exactly. I've been thinking about writing a manifesto, I've been making some notes, but I'm not very good with words, and...
We can get Lucien to help us with that.
Yeah,
we can come up with
I
the
think
idea.
Because I think you're right. Like, it's... Like I said before, it's not what I believe the words of Cortez to mean with more knowledge and less dogma than the people who seem to say it.
I think that it is dangerous to just blindly put your faith somewhere, and that testing it like you're doing is valiant. I think understanding your faith has both mental ascension as well as verbal action is important.
I would agree.
There is one thing I wanted your understanding on, speaking of the Avant situation. Dahlia had said some things to me at the end of the ball, whatever event thing, that stuck out to me and don't make sense. I don't know how to talk about it.
Okay.
I don't know. And he'll look at your armor and be like, how is the armor fitting?
The armor is fantastic. It works really well with my new tattoo as well. So
we need to get that enchanted once Lucien's done fiddling with the bow.
I think he did.
Before then, actually, he's never going to be done with that.
Yeah.
But and your shield is good. Look, my shield broke whenever I was protecting Athera, but I think the shield breaking was a good thing, right? Like, shields are meant to protect whoever's behind it, right?
Yes.
And so, do you think my shield breaking, it broke serving its purpose, right? It did a good thing?
Yes, did what you wanted it to do. It's prevented her from being hurt and made sure that you were the one who took the brunt of the attack.
Okay. So a shield, like you wouldn't be upset if your shield broke if it protected you, correct? Because you're what's important.
If my shield broke, that means that I was being hit by something that should kill me. I think the shield breaking is telling me that that we may have been beyond the scope a little bit, and that I got a second chance.
That's what I thought too, and I'm glad you agree with me against Dahlia. So, I think that cleared things up for me. I appreciate that.
Well, I'm glad you feel that way. I'm happy to be helpful. I've been doing a lot of the being unhelpful and asking questions myself recently, so...
If you're having problems with Ava, don't come to me. I suck at that.
No,
I think in general you've been very helpful. I think we've all been through the ringer, so I appreciate everything you've done.
I greatly appreciate that, my friend.
If you ever need anything besides money, because we both need money right now.
Yes, we're both broke.
We need to get a side gig going at some point. If you ever need anything,
maybe we should start helping people for money.
Honestly, be adventurous. That sounds amazing.
I think that would be a good compromise between everybody. We would get to help people and get money.
And Ava can still steal our money. It's great.
Yes, and Dahlia will be happy, and Thera's pragmatism would be satisfied because we're getting money, and I think it would just work all around.
We can get more food for Gwen to have fun with.
There you go. So, I mean, this is all buttoned up.
Ava's gonna yell for Leo, by the way.
Oh.
Okay, well, that's my cue to go, but
my condolences.
Don't wait up for me.
Oh, trust me, I don't want to be anywhere near whatever's about to happen. I'm gonna walk off real fast.
With that, acknowledging that the individual members of this party, some of which are incredibly broke despite the party being absurdly wealthy at the moment. Danny, do you want the camera to follow Leo to the conversation with you, or do you want it to travel up above board to go check on Athera?
It's nothing big, so just really quick.
Okay.
I'll poke my head back in the door and try to do like a cool pose against the wall. Hold on.
No.
Hope you fall.
Charisma. Rolling it. That's a 10 because I increased my charisma.
Ooh, you are completely average.
Leo leans against the door frame looking so incredibly average.
So just super
What an action. He just did that. It made you feel no way at all.
It made you just, yep.
You made me feel so average, Leo. Thank you.
I tried really hard.
Come here.
What? Sure, what's
Sit.
up?
She's gonna pat the bed.
I'll sit down.
And shut up. And then she's gonna just lay on your lap. And that's it.
Let's see. I think he's going to, if you could pan away a little bit, it would be like that thing where a cat sat on your lap and now you're like, I can never move. This is my life now.
Yeah.
Somebody take a fucking picture. Guys, it's happening.
We will.
Telepathy, where's the telepathy?
I love the idea of leaving Leo's facial expression kind of up for interpretation, but regardless, Leo is absolutely frozen against that bed. Not because of the cold weather, but because of the kind of surprisingly warm embrace that he has found, and the camera will move up through the deck of the ship up to Athera, unless you want to specifically call out otherwise, I'm going to say that with your keen perception, knowing that you're going to arrive soon, would you like to be up at the front of the ship, kind of looking down at the ground as your elevation has decreased a little bit from the 2,000 or 3,000 feet that you guys were in the air to now just a couple hundred feet? You could easily look out across the landscape and terrain that you guys are covering if you would like.
Yeah, I think at this point I've been awake long enough that I'm bored being in my cabin, so I will be out there watching the approach, looking what we're heading to.
Fantastic. Go ahead, give me a perception check, and this is going to be a combination of the setting, like how cloudy and gray and murky it is, like it could be a little foggy around this area, and your just absurdly good eyes and ears.
25.
25 is really solid. As the boat has begun to descend, noon approaches, the sun is high, hidden behind the clouds, but shedding plenty of light. You are able to see that the boat has been following a path near this huge river. The best comparison I can give is, like, the United States is split by the Mississippi. It's roughly that size. Like, at its largest, it might be more than a mile wide. At its narrowest, at least a couple hundred feet. Like, this is a huge landscape dividing river that you guys are following. And ahead, after hills and grasslands, you're able to see these huge farms that are located on this riverbank, covering miles and miles of land. You look out and you see fields of wheat and potatoes and all of those other things that are now mostly cold and dead in the winter months. But you do see a little town set against a rocky mountainside. It doesn't have a wall, but you do see in the distance these tiny, tiny ants of people moving around. On a 25, you are able to hear just very faintly, and I mean, this is... The fact that you heard this is kind of miraculous. Dolly, you're up in the crow's nest. I'll also ask for a perception check from you. But it is a tiny, tiny sound that I don't even know if you're going to be able to identify.
Uh, 26.
Cool. So you're both able to hear this just barely past the sounds of wind rushing past your ears, but it's able to carry it just well enough. It is a very quiet, faint echo of this loud, almost metallic whistle in the distance. Shortly after, Athera, you at the front are approached by some of the people who are working the ship. We'll say that Juliana approaches you, seeing you looking out, and she just says, we'll be touching down in about 45 minutes if you'd like to start getting your things ready.
All right, I'll let the others know.
Great.
And then as I'm walking, I'm saying to myself, it's so nice to be going back to someplace with lots of grass and trees. I'm so tired of the city.
Yes, this mountainy terrain, like I said, the little village that you guys are going to, the town, is very rocky. You were even able to see like this huge quarry carved out in the side of the mountain, not too far away from the town itself. But the landscape is gorgeous, covered in trees. The rain and the river brings lots of greenery and life to the kind of like valley that you guys are traveling through.
Can I bring my stuff? Is there like an area where they're collecting all the baggage where like they'll help us unload essentially?
Yeah, up on the deck there is a spot where they're going to like set up the area for you guys to like walk down, because they don't have a dock. They don't have a place for you guys to just easily get up and down. You're gonna have to like essentially walk the plank to the ground.
I'm gonna bring my stuff up and I will let Dahlia know since she's there. Like, I'm gonna go check out the town a while, can just make sure they don't freak out that I'm not here. And I'm actually gonna wild shape into a common bird and go and fly around the town and see what's going on.
Fantastic. Dolly, do you want to start rallying the party?
Yeah, but first I'm gonna reach out just to whoever's closest, telepathically and say, should I change my form again? I mean, I am going to be completely blind if I do, but I am asking.
I will assume I'm on the deck. I don't know if you're allowed. I don't know if you're allowed to interact with me. I don't truly understand how your abilities work.
I don't think I can interact with you telepathically, actually.
With that being said, the only two options are going to be Lucian and Gwen. I'm going to roll a d20, odd for Lucian,
Great.
even for Gwen. That's going to be Gwen. You are walking around. We'll say that Tim has come down, and he is invisibly like walking around, stretching his legs, getting up and ready for the day. But you hear Dahlia asking about whether or not they should be masqueraded for their self.
Well, I feel like that's really up to you, to be honest. But, I mean, if it doesn't exhaust you, you probably could do it. Just for the heck of it.
It's not exhausting, it's just, I cannot exactly walk around by myself, and I don't want to steal your
yeah,
fun
you
again.
can't see or something, right?
Nah.
Yeah, fuck it. Just be yourself.
Just to be myself.
Yeah.
Okay, I will be myself. I start coming down.
Cool. You guys start collecting yourselves and getting ready. Athera, you fly down as a bird to this little village. It takes you a couple of minutes to, descend that far and get close. I will just let you know, looking over it, this village, it's more of a town. It probably holds a couple thousand people, like 4,000 to 5,000 if you're to estimate. There are 4 distinct areas of the town, not including like the center where everything is, like the downtown area. Towards the north, you are able to see this collection of businesses and inns and stables and like the almost like tourism district of like a bunch of shops. And there is a set of perfectly parallel lines leading straight out of the village off into the landscape. They kind of follow the line of the mountain, occasionally twisting and turning and descending and coming back up, but they just go off and off and off into the distance. There is like a large little building where they connect and end at the top of this town. The eastern end, so on your right, is where the river is. So lots of fishing docks. You even see some boats that might go, downstream or upstream. Towards the southern end is where all those plains and farms seem to be. And then on the western end is the mountainside. So there's like a quarry, some other businesses, some houses set up kind of on the rocky ridges of the mountain. Is there anything specific you want to look for while you're flying above?
I think that is kind of what I was looking for, just the general idea. She's going to take notice of the fact that there seems to be a deliberate, pathway going somewhere important with those 2 parallel lines. And, I mean, I know that we're going to a city from here. So I think not knowing how far away it is, but knowing that it's going to take the party a significant amount of time to land and get off, I'm going to go as far as I feel like pretty much halfway point of how far I can get towards the city to get an eye on it. And if I don't see it before I feel like I have to go back, I'll just turn back.
When you say city, do you mean this town that you're overlooking, or the city of Windromeda?
To Windromeda. I mean, I know that's where we're going next.
Yeah, Windromeda, following these lines is going to be a little too far for you to get, but I will say, if that's what you're following, you fly down and kind of go as fast as you can without exhausting yourself. And after you make a couple of turns following these lines through the ridge mountains, going up out of this little valley, you see, sat atop these lines, something that absolutely bewilders Athera's mind, but Natalie's going to recognize it instantly as a train. It is this huge metal cylinder.
Is it a steam, or is it blowing coal, smoke?
It looks to be more so a steam engine, but you don't see any smoke coming out of it at all.
Okay.
But you are able to see the wheels rotating super fast, the dozens and dozens of carts along this thing. A lot of them are seemingly like storage, but you see a couple with windows and people on the inside riding off towards, slowly going up the mountain and then continuing on, following the river. Seemingly is where the city is going to be, but it's going to be miles and miles away, and you would be gone for some time if you decided to go all the way to the city.
Cool. I mean, once I realize that, I'll turn back so that I get back to them around the time they get off or a little bit after. And I'm thinking, oh gosh, that was so loud. We're gonna have to ride that, aren't we?
You arrive back on the ship just as all of the party is up atop getting your stuff, so any bags and belongings that you guys have, which is not a lot, set up and ready. Juliana is sitting there with you guys, kind of like waving commands over to Eugenio, who is over at the wheel, and Otello, who is down messing with Viridium. You guys are slowly descending, and she is telling you guys, like, hey, we're going to land. You're going to take the little boardwalk off, get down. We are going to go ahead and start heading back immediately. So, best of luck to you. Thanks for the tip on top of the purchase of, this trip. And that's basically it. So from y'all's perspective, the ship is going to gently and slowly land until it rests on the ground and it tilts just a little bit, and then she yells a command to Otello down messing with the Viridium, and it stops and kind of holds itself in place, swaying ever so slightly, touching the ground. They get out a couple of sets of wide boards and slide them down to where you guys can walk onto the ground. You exit the ship. Juliana says, more town is that way. If you guys are not planning to immediately leave, your business is none of mine, but much appreciated. And safe travels to you. And she will give you guys a wave as she pulls the boards back onto the ship, and you guys are looking out over these kind of cascading hills down to this river where this town is located. But Juliana will give you guys a wave and be off if you guys don't have anything to tell to her.
Bye-bye.
I contemplate saying some nasty things about her employer, but I do not.
You guys are on the ground, like kind of wiping your brows a little bit, feeling a sigh of relief of like, okay, Windromeda is basically right there. We've made it. And then you hear what I'm assuming to many of your ears is going to be a grating, annoying voice as a little halfling just kind of at the back of the party just goes, well, that was something, wasn't it? Riding those things is always so interesting. And Richie is like looking up in awe at the ship as it raises back into the sky and begins floating away.
Does he not comment on the fact that he and I, in this form, have never met before?
No. But you guys have landed not far outside the city. It's in like a wide open area in some of the plains near the farmland. Richie says, all right, I'm ready to get some steps in, walk to town. You guys are heading straight for Windromeda, right?
We will be departing your presence immediately, yes.
You're funny. You can't get rid of me that easy. So I don't know the time right now, but traversal from here to Windromeda happens once a day, so we might be stuck with each other for a couple more hours, but...
And to be said, Leo, why are you being so rude? He is very cute!
Yes, cuteness is the bane of, I don't know, I'm trying to think of a saying.
Good one, pal. Yeah.
Cuteness is the downfall of
I think you need to stop, mate.
There we go. I got it. I got there.
And he is funny.
He looks you up and down, Leo, and just goes, yeah, I can tell you think that, huh?
I like him. Hello, my name is Dove.
Hi, Dove. Where were you when I was giving interviews?
Around.
No, you weren't.
She likes to hide.
I
Okay.
This is true.
Anyway.
That is where
Just take us to where we need to go, Richie.
All right, and he'll start kind of marching with his. He has like 2 suitcases that he's walking with, marching on north up towards the little town you guys are approaching. And he will go ahead and start like narrating to the group, and he's like, "All right, so Moortown, it's boring, it's dim, it's dull, it's gray. You're not gonna like it very much. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I can tell half of you like sunshine and rainbows and plants and things like that. Not gonna find much here."
How did you know?
We do like those things.
Those things are awesome. Do you not
Yeah.
like these things?
I mean, I appreciate them when I get them, but growing up in Windromeda, you don't get very much natural light.
There is no sunshine in Windromeda.
Ha! No.
I am not going to like this place.
Maybe if you're on the very southern edge by the wall, on a lucky day when the rain is easing up, you might get a little bit, but that's about it. Rest of the city, nah, not gonna happen.
I'm not going to like this place.
No.
But I'm sure the plants do.
There's not a lot of plants. Barely any.
There are no plants!
In Windromeda, no. In this place, yeah, sure, you got the farms and stuff, because we're not under that giant-ass cloud that never stops raining.
What do you have?
In Windromeda,
Ah,
a lot. I mean,
clearly not. There is no sunshine, there's no plants. That does most things.
no, we got nice streets, we got stone buildings, we got metal buildings, we got metal people, we got stone people.
Metal people.
Yeah, you need to explain that one.
Like the straw men that we met, but made of metal, I assume.
Straw men.
I was
They
thinking like
were
an elemental.
like
Huh?
a metal
Are-
elemental.
Yeah, are they like alive people, or are they like machines that look like people?
Machines that look like people. They're not necessarily like they're not fully sentient. Like they're not smart. They can't crack a joke. They're not handsome like you know me. But
Are you handsome?
you just called me cute.
Yes, I mean
That is-
in your
that is not the same
disposition.
thing.
Yeah, in a more pejorative sense than in.
Cannot see you,
Assessment.
my
Hey.
friend. I assumed that you got that from me not having eyeballs. Forgive me, I thought you were intelligent.
First of all, I was being kind by not bringing it up, but now I'm gonna pick on you. Second, and he points at Rosarius and he says, "Don't use words I don't know. I'm gonna take offense to that. Pejorative, whatever that means, sounds like
That's going to be exceedingly difficult for me. I'm sorry.
That's what I've been trying to tell them this whole time, Richie. Is they keep using these fucking words.
Yeah, like I'm a decently smart guy, right? I went to school. What the hell does that mean?
Where did you go to school?
In Windromeda.
They have a school?
Yeah, I went to Braston High.
Oh, a high school. I see.
Oh yes. Well, okay.
So if the place is like full of rain, does that mean it's full of like frogs and salamanders?
Oh yeah.
And doesn't the metal,
Sick.
rust with all of the rain?
If you don't, use it right, but we,
I am struggling to see the appeal, my friend Richie.
Hey, you're the ones who decided to go to Windromeda. I didn't invite you here. I just said that I would help you get there.
That you really didn't help. I feel like I did all of the work.
You want to find your own way there?
No. We are friends.
Richie, you were like the segue to get to Windromeda.
Again, using words I don't know. This is
It's an Aortian word. I'm sorry.
Anyway, listen. There's a really nice tavern here that we can stop in case the train's already left. If it hasn't left, we'll try to get a ticket last minute.
What is a brain?
A carriage, pulled by a horse.
Yeah.
Imagine sticking
Yes.
30 carriages to each other, and then you have one
Those we-
giant horse at the front, and it pulls it, except the horse is made of metal and the size of a carriage. And it looks like...
I thought you said drain.
No, train. Train.
Yeah, that's a
So-
new one.
You guys can spell,
Yep.
right?
So
So
no,
how-
I cannot read. So I'm confused as to how it is a horse.
It's a metaphor.
What?
It's ugly and loud.
I hate those things.
Mm-hmm.
So how come we can't use words that you don't know, but you can use words
I'm teaching you what they
that
mean.
we don't know?
You asked what a train is, and I'm telling you what a train is. That's like common knowledge around here.
Okay, well, we are not from around here.
That's why I'm teaching you. Welcome to the conversation. Hello, you're 3 steps behind.
Thank
So
you,
anyway,
Richie.
More
I have
time.
changed my mind. I do not like Richie.
None of you
I
seem
told
to
you he's
stuck-
annoying and
No. You will
Eddie.
not be. You will not be rude. He is just being rude to me, and I don't like it. Be nice to me, Richie.
Okay. I'll be nice by actively helping you. Moortown. It's got plenty of sights to see, such as the quarry, and he
I would
points
think
up
so.
at
It's
the-
got more in the name.
It's got
Aha.
Meadow Cemetery, and he points over, like, down the hills of the mountains to what you guys see as, like, a large fenced-off area with, like, a couple of sparse trees.
He keeps pointing at things. I am just directly
I'm-
at him.
I'm just like grabbing your shoulders and gently moving you in the direction that he's pointing.
We got, and you guys are, like, actively starting to walk through the town at this point, out of the farmlands. And he points up the road just a little bit as you guys are in the southern quadrant, and he says, we got the Temple of the... I forgot her name. Whatever her name is. That one. And he points to, like, a kind of nice-looking, bright stone building with, like, these metallic tiles on the top. Or, like, clay tiles, I guess, is a better description of it. It's got a couple of, like, small stained glass windows just for decoration, but it looks like a very terracotta-esque house, just larger. He says, Temple of whoever that is. There's a bookstore, there's a farmer's market that you can go to. Whatever you want to make your stops. That's up to you. But first things first, we got to check and see when the train leaves, because if we miss it, and we could have got there, I'm going to be real upset. You haven't seen Angry Richie yet. He's a force to be reckoned with.
Is he any ruder
Alright.
than you now?
Far rude.
insight check.
Go ahead, give me an insight check.
I rolled a, okay, that was almost a 2, but that was a 22.
Okay, cool. Richie is mostly joking with this. He's a small guy. He's harmless. He knows he's harmless.
Yeah, it's okay, good. Just making sure he knows his place.
Yeah. So you guys are walking through. You pass by like a couple of small parks and plazas. This kind of spread out, small town-esque area, and you eventually get up to the northern end of the kind of city border. In which case, you guys are able to see. If I named it, I don't think, or yeah, it's just called Moortown Station. There is a large, what we know as a train station, so this platform where these railroad tracks come into the city. There's plenty of room for them in case the train takes too long to stop, but it just ends. Not far away, Richie points out that there is an inn and a tavern for people who are traveling. He walks up to a little window where there is someone with their feet propped up and reading a book, and he knocks on it and he goes, "Hey, what time's the train arriving and leaving?" And then the person behind the counter just goes, "You already missed it. Sorry." And then picks their book back up. And Richie just, "All right, gang, we're in Moortown for a whole night."
No.
Where's Angry Richie? I want to
Where-
see him.
Where do we walk?
Yes,
he
let's walk. I
kicks
like
a
that.
pebble
I would much rather walk.
off of the platform and off onto the track.
Richie. That's rude.
Yeah, Angry Richie's very rude. Anyway, we've been
Well,
stuck.
I
on a
don't think
boat.
he's wrong, actually, though. Like, if we're trying to get to Windromeda, we miss the train. Just walk the tracks. It's the right direction.
You want to walk
Okay.
for?
We'll do that.
You see him doing some like math in his head. He's like, 7 hours?
We do it all the time.
Why?
It's what we do.
To
Just
get
walk
around?
places.
Or you could
I-
wait, stay the night here.
I lean over to Ava. And be like, "They're fucking taking the fucking ship."
Right?
Gwen's just talking to herself, being like, "What if there was a druid shapeshifted into an ant on that rock?"
Richie's walking off, ever so slightly in a huff. He's like, "Okay, listen. There's a tavern just down the street called the Brass Bullywug. I'm going there. I'm having a drink. You're free to join me. If you don't want to, walk the track for all I care. I don't know. I'll be hopping on that train first thing in the morning, afternoon, whenever it gets here."
Well, I guess I am not in a hurry to get to Windromeda anyways. It doesn't sound that cool.
No, we're leaving. We are walking.
We at least have to be not in the city. We could do like a little campy outy thingy at least. And I'm sure we could hop on the train as it goes by us. Surely
7 hours is not that long.
I don't know.
We
that
walk
full day's walk.
longer.
Yeah, it seems fine.
Well, I am hungry. Can we at least get food? Please?
Richie, is there horses? Is there a stable here? We could get horses.
Why
if
would
you're
you
really
need a
vexed.
horse when we have the train?
Some people like to have farm animals. I don't know.
Well, yeah, we have farm animals, but they're not going to let you just buy a horse that they use on the farm. To get
Steal
to
a
the
horse.
We're not going to steal.
Okay, whatever.
He
Could've
is
done
with his
better stealing.
small little halfling stride, walking down the sidewalk, past the train tracks and off towards a building that you guys see with a large metallic sign that says the Brass Bullywug over the top. He is like a couple blocks down. You're free to follow him, or you guys are free to just depart entirely
Damn,
and
he
do whatever you
fast
want.
fuck.
Well, I am
Yeah.
What do you mean
hungry.
a couple blocks down already?
I would like some fruit and a salad. Please.
I'm not sure if we'll be able to get that here, but I think a bite to eat before we go back on the road. Wow, I turned into Australians for a second.
You're a horse?
A bite to eat before we head back on the road would not be unwarranted. Rations do, drain the soul.
What say everybody else?
Wherever we're going, can we just go now so I
Yes.
can finish what I'm trying to do here?
Everybody is so grumpy. I hope there is good food.
I know.
Good
Food, and then we hit the road again, Jack,
Yeah.
as the saying goes.
I'm not
Yeah,
hungry,
what's
so
that?
I'll get a head start, and you guys can catch up. And she's gonna
Ugh.
start walking.
We're never gonna catch up to her. Ava,
Ava.
I'll be
no.
the first one there. It'll be fine, and then I can show everybody where to go.
Ava, no.
Yes.
Please.
Please with us.
Know
Go
that
do
we are
your
all
good.
very upset about you leaving because we would like you to stay. But otherwise,
don't.
we are not going to be able to stop.
Yes, you won't.
It's
I
all
wanna
right.
get there first.
I'll go with her. I don't need food, and I can walk the longest because I can
Zero.
be many animals. Don't argue. You can't go by yourself.
And I can take care of myself.
No one's doubting that.
That's-
but we don't know what
That's
that.
not what any
is
of us
gonna
are
look
worried
like.
about, yes.
And I can go by myself. It's fine. Go do whatever you need to do in the inn. Get rested and eat up.
Ava,
I'm either going to
Don't
follow
need to
you
do
like
that.
this, or I'm going to stalk you in the skies. Which one would you rather have?
I do kind of like the thought of being stalked by you, but whatever you want. And she's gonna start walking.
I'll
Ava,
follow her.
remember what I said about being a member of this family?
Yes, and I am just trying to get to the rest of our family as quickly as possible for Saris.
Choose to remain or choose to leave. It's yours.
I'm not leaving. You'll be here eventually.
Then you've made your choice. I understand.
Well, I don't, and I am disappointed.
Gwen's
I'm
already
gonna,
gone.
Start going towards
He's
the
getting
end.
food.
Yeah, the reason-
with Gwen.
The reason that Richie
Is
is
it-
able to get down there so fast is because it takes you guys 10 minutes to decide who's going where. So
Yeah.
he's gone by the time the first of you starts walking.
I'm going.
Did Ava go ahead and leave?
Mm-hmm.
Actually leave? Right before you get out of sight, Lucian's going, he's like been shuffling through his bag the entire time, not focused on the conversation at all. And he's going to look up and see you leaving. He's going to, oh, Ava, hold on a minute. And he's going to start like jogging towards
She's
you.
gonna run faster.
I'm gonna
She
summon
just,
Loki.
looks at
and
you and says no. She just
I'm
says
summoning
no.
Loki and giving him to
No.
Lucian whatever he wants.
He's going to pull out a mystery potion. Yeah. Wait, Ava, wait. I need to
Oh.
get this to What?
No.
Ava!
No.
Can I take it from Lucian and then I'll give it to her?
Thank you. And he's going to, after running for 5 seconds and handing the potion off, going to
don't pass out.
lean down
please.
on his knees and just.
No
I'm gonna go. We're gonna go eat now. And he's gonna turn back towards the inn, or the. What was it? The name of it?
The Brass Bullywug.
Brass Bullywug. Yeah.
I was going to say the Murky Murloc, but that's not it.
Wrong IP.
So who all is walking the tracks and not staying in town? I know Ava is. Aethera, you're taking the
I want to
potion.
do like a half and half.
That's
You gotta pick
I
one.
want to do like a half and half.
I want to get there as soon as possible.
Let me put it like this.
Not stopping.
If you stay in town and rest, you had the day on the ship where you were not threatened. You had the night of the ball where after the fights and everything you were resting. If you rest in the tavern or inn tonight, you can take a long rest. If you don't stay in the inn, meaning if you walk the tracks or participate in any other like potentially exhaustive activities like a combat of any sort, then you will also not rest. You will take a short rest.
I know
and
what.
I
I know
want.
what Mr. Spellcaster's doing.
I want a long rest.
If you want a long rest, then you need to sleep in the inn and do so without engaging in any rest disrupting activities.
See, you like repeating that twice is making me really concerned.
Define rest interrupting.
Combat.
Is this just combat?
I think
That's
just
the only
combat,
restriction?
But I'm gonna leave the ability for me
No.
to change.
No. You can't say just and then change it to not just.
I think
Which one is it?
the best example is if you enter a combat that disrupts your rest. Now there might be other things that you can do because you guys are really good at surprising me.
No, you said combat.
If you
I will
fall
not
off a
engage
cliff
in
and
combat.
take damage, you cannot take a long rest.
I wasn't.
Is
Well,
there
that
one-
ruined my plans.
Was there any caveat for the fact that I only need 4 hours and we were on that boat forever? So I was like, we were on that boat for a full 24.
I don't think so. I know
Alright,
we
I mean,
talked
it's
about
fine.
this
I'm still
before
following
with,
Ava.
like allowing individual nights to give pieces of a long rest, but I think it's just impossible to segment. the
Zim
different
napped
classes.
and took a big boy rest.
Yeah,
You know,
Zim's
he's
fine.
pretty energized up.
But anyway, I'm gonna let you guys decide where to go from there. Richie is walking off. He goes to the Brass Bullywug. The last thing that you see of him is him swinging a door open, walking in, and the door closes behind him. Where are the rest of you going?
We're going to the inn, or at least me and I think Gwen are going to the inn.
Yes,
I-
I'm going to the inn as well. I think the rest of us are.
Cool.
I wanted to go to the inn for a bit.
Yeah, I'm planning on going. Ava's very impatient. I was really only planning on staying for like a meal and then getting going.
I wanted to eat and stuff my bag with even more food, and then hop on Zim like a horse and get on out of there and catch up with them.
Okay, queens. Well, yeah, I'm low on spell slots.
I'll stay with the
that
spellcasters and make sure the squishy ones don't die.
So wait, so Ava's going. I'm gonna follow like to 15, 20 feet behind her. I'm giving her space,
Yep.
but I'm never letting her out of my sight.
Cool.
And then what?
Gwen will be there a
Two of
couple
you are-
hours later.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be
Yeah,
showing
Gwen-
up out of nowhere.
Gwen and I will try and show up a little bit later.
Leo can have Loki.
You're probably gonna have to show up a little bit later than Gwen, because I don't think Zim can carry 2 people.
Like
I
with-
can borrow the spectral steed.
Yeah. Rosarius gives Loki to Leo. With that, the 5 of you go to the tavern. You follow Richie into the Brass Bullywug. It is this kind of dark stone and oak building. It's got a couple of what look strange to you. these little glass lights, like lanterns, but there's no fire inside of them. There's just like a little light. It's not magical, but it doesn't seem to be coming from a source of flame or anything like that. But you open the door inside and you see Richie, someone working the bar, and then 3 other people. This place is mostly dead. However, as a centerpiece in the middle of the room, there is a large, like 8-foot, shiny brass statue of a frog person playing a lute. And his mouth is open and he is singing. He's wearing these very like southern inspired clothes. So like a loose white shirt with like a couple buttons undone, like a vest over the top of that, cargo pants, and no shoes because he's a frog. So he has like the, big 3 toes. But you guys see a large brass statue, mostly ignored by the patrons. 3 lone patrons of the tavern, and then Richie is actively at the bar with a drink in his hand, just kind of like looking around. And then he sees you guys come in and he just gives a polite wave.
I don't sit next to him.
I wave back.
I can't wave back, but I will sit next to him once he enters my blind sight.
You guys hear a voice call out to you. The lady working the bar, a little bit older. She has like this kind of almost greenish, brown gray hair. Calls out to you guys and she just says, "Hey, sit wherever you like. We got a couple tables that you can take. Bar is open, obviously. Kind of a lot of you, so if you need me to move some tables together, just let me know, and I'll bring some menus as soon as you sit down."
I'm sitting with Richie.
Prefer not to. I'm going to get some food and sit not with Richie. I will sit at like the other table, but I disagree with this man.
What'd Richie do to you?
Mostly just be very, very annoying. Also, my plan was to use him to get something, and then he stuck around, and it's annoying.
What do you want to use him for?
I think he is very nice, and it is not nice to use people.
He's
well,
quite rude.
I understand. Yeah, okay. I was trying to get the airship, and he presented himself, and I took the opportunity to, what's it called? Create a patsy or something, someone to take the blame, but whatever.
Leo, you're being so rude.
Richie's gonna
I
call
thought
out
it was
and
being
say,
pragmatic.
"Hey, you guys know there's like 8 people in this bar, and you're 6 of them. Like, I can hear everything you're saying. You're 10 feet away."
But
Richie,
I am defending
don't care
you.
what you think.
No, you're using another word I don't understand, mate. I don't know what to tell you.
Richie, I am so sorry that my friend is being so rude. I think you were very nice, except for those few times that you were very rude to me, but I forgive you for those times.
Thank you. I apologize for my rudeness. It is not my intention, but apparently to some people not from around here, that's how I come off.
You are forgiven. Look at that. What are you drinking?
He holds it up and he says, "I don't know. I just told the lady to give me whatever was easiest and fastest."
Is it good?
Tastes like alcohol.
I had the first time the other day. It was quite delicious. Miss Lady. And I'm just kind of
looking around the complete wrong direction, and you hear the voice from behind you say, "It's Ladrill. You can call me Miss Ladrill. What would you like?"
Hello, Miss Ladrill. Can I have some alcohol, please?
Sure. If you guys want to take a seat, I'll bring out menus and get your orders taken here in just a second.
Okay, come on, Richie. Let's go sit at the table.
Richie eyes the rest of the party, and he says, "I'm okay. Let me finish my drink first."
Oh, man. Alright. But I will save you a seat.
He gives you a smile and a nod that you do not see. But you guys you get a table that is big enough to sit all of you. Kind of. Well, I guess there are only 5 of you, 4 of you.
4. Lucian is going to walk past everyone and sit probably 2 or 3 seats away from Richie in order.
Cool. So you guys find a little table. Ladrill, the tavern keep, comes up to you guys, sets menus down on the table, and she says, just a heads up, everything on the menu is fine except we do not currently have any meat. So,
What?
Why don't
salads
you
are
fix
fine,
this?
potatoes are fine. I don't know.
What's with that?
I just
No, me.
Byline issues.
I go purchase things every day. We do have fish, but we do
I'll
not
take
have
fish.
we do not have any
That's me.
other meat.
Is there something wrong?
I don't know. I just go out to the market and purchase these things every day, every 2 days, and they have not had any. What animals? She will tell you guys that normally, like, the options that she's pointing out includes like chicken, goat, lamb, and rothe, which is like a large cow-like creature. And she says, but apparently things have been kind of tight. There's none of those at the market as of late, so none of that. But we have fish, we have potatoes, we have all of the fruits and veggies.
Can I have
What
that?
kind of wild animals you got here? Like no one hunts or anything.
Not that we serve, no. We have the
Okay.
farm animals, and that's about it.
You said you have all of the fruits and veggies.
Yes,
Can I have that?
all of the fruits and veggies, and she'll write it down on a notepad.
I'll take 2 things of the fish and no, wait. Yeah. 2 things of 3. 3.
She like writes the 2 and then just continues it and makes a really weird shape 3.
Do you have any to-go boxes?
No.
No? Okay, well I have like a couple jars in my bag, so I'll have one of the fish in this jar here, and then I would also like a lot of veggies and fruit in this jar.
She takes those and like puts them in her little waistband. Okay.
And then the other 2 I want as plates.
Cool. She
Fish and
looks
potatoes.
easy.
Whatever is, I guess, the best.
Fish. I'll
Great,
get those orders right back out to you. Any drinks? We have water. We have a nice, comfortable mead. We have wine if you would like.
Can I have the mead and the apple juice?
Apples. Yeah, we still have some left over from the season. I can do that.
Thank you so much.
I'll take a very strong whiskey.
I'm sure I have something.
Can I get
That
2
I
apple
can spare.
juices?
2 apple juices.
Water.
Water. Great. She walks around the bar writing these things down. She looks at Lucian. She goes, food and drink?
Could I just have maybe a baked potato, and he's going to look over at Richie, and whatever he's drinking.
Whatever he's drinking. Yeah, I got you. She'll write it down. Go off. It's going to take her a couple minutes to get these orders placed in. I don't want to have to roll this. Natalie, since you're not in the scene, will you roll a flat d20 for me? Tell me what you get. If it's above a 10, more people are going to walk it.
14.
14 will do it. About 5 minutes later, as the drinks are coming out, Ladrill tells you guys that food is going to take a little bit. They only have 1 cook, and you guys ordered like 10 things of food. So it's going to be a couple minutes, but she'll bring them out as they're ready. A little while later, two more figures walk in. One of them in this really kind of like ashy gray lined with a yellow trim in a very like prim and proper uniform. It kind of folds over the chest and then has like a straight line. What seems to be like one of the town guard wearing a kind of like a fancy hat with a couple of the like puffy feathery things at the top. Walking in, it holds the door open for a... Oh, where's her description? A half-orc woman standing, just over 6 foot tall. Her gray hair pulled back in a bun. She's wearing these like messy, dirty clothes, as you would expect a farmer to wear. She's got wrinkles and crow's feet by her eyes, and you hear their conversation, and she is seemingly pleading with the guard. You hear her saying something along the lines of, "Listen, if we could just get the city to send one of the brass guard down here to watch over the farm, I'm sure that would solve the problem. I'm not asking you to do it, I'm just asking to ask the city for resources." The guard, a much younger man with blonde hair, replies back and he says, "Now, ma'am, you know that we are not in a position to be asking much of the city. The brass guard remain within the city walls and are only ever sent out of the city on absolute dire circumstance, and I'm sorry, but you losing farm animals is not dire circumstance. That is not something I can do. I will relay the information to the guards, and we will do extra rounds near your farm to see if we can't figure out what is happening." And he kind of waves her off, and she walks over, kind of opposite of Richie, away from the group, and sits down at the bar, and then the guard walks over and joins one of the other patrons at a table. And yes, congratulations, Gatlin. Your literary analysis is spectacular. There is a side quest in the city, and you just found it.
I rolled another 33 on my investigation check. What are we?
If nobody else
What are we?
is going to, I would say, excuse me.
I was just gonna say real quick.
Go ahead.
I just want to say Zim is not invisible and he's sitting in a chair at the table.
Okay.
I want to put it out there.
As
he's not
this
invisible.
half-orc woman walks past, she like has a jump scare heart attack seeing Zim full like big boy size. He's like the size of a large.
He's big boy.
I mean, he's growing. He's the size of a medium to large dog.
Well, I knew that. I thought you meant he was in like
he's not his.
I was like,
he's not his like horse size form. When you empower him, he is a medium creature, and right now he is between small and medium. Like he is growing kind of rapidly ever since that you have like empowered him becoming a Drake Warden. But
he's still
other
a little
person
guy.
like has a heart attack. The other patrons in the bar are like whispering and pointing. Some of them might come up and talk to you depending on what you guys do. But Zim is at the table, just kind of sitting there, patiently waiting for his food.
Yeah, nobody asked him for his order.
I ordered him the fish and the other apple juice.
And say, excuse me, Miss Lady. Excuse me.
It takes a couple of seconds before she looks around, but you see that the half-orc woman turns to the group and she just goes, yeah.
Come here,
Miss Lady.
come here, please.
She walks over, like, very hesitantly. Gwen, she looks at you, and you see... Give me an insight check before I tell you.
Okay.
She is very afraid of Zim right now, but this insight
I got
check...
a 13.
13. It looks like she is trying to be as polite and respectful as possible, and her gaze continuously averts to you before she like turns her eyes back to the ground. She's seemingly wanting to make sure that she does right by your standards, whatever that means. But she walks over, hands behind her back, and she just goes, yes, this Miss Lady, that's me. Yeah, what can I do for you guys? Your ladyships, lordships, your...
We are not the ladies and lords. What is
We're
your
just
name?
people.
What did you need?
I am so sorry for eavesdropping, but we overheard that you're having some issues with your farm.
Yes, no, that is fine. I've been asking the guard. Actually, it may be very nice that you're here. And she gestures to Gwen. She says, I've been having some issues at my farm recently. Some animals are going missing. Some tracks that show up in the morning whenever I do my rounds, and I've been urging the guard to request some aid from the city, but they have been very adamant that they cannot do so, but also not able to do much themselves, so it's kind of just a problem that we have to hope passes over. But I would love to get this solved because my supply of animals is slowly dwindling, and I would like for it not to.
Absolutely. Well, we are adventurers. We can help you.
Yeah. You know if they're like hooves, claws, paws? What are they? The footprints.
Gwen, on that insight check, she rolled low enough. Your accent startles her. She did not expect you to speak with an Aortian accent, nor can she place an Aortian accent. But she just said, is it weird if I say both hooves and paws?
No, not weird. At least I don't think so.
It's kind of giving hippogriff.
Could be. I don't know. I'm not. I work with farm animals, not mountain creatures, so completely lost on me.
Well, don't worry. What did you say your name was?
My name is Bertha Cromwell. Nice to meet you. And she'll reach out a hand to shake yours.
Well, it is nice to meet you. My name is Dove.
Mm-hmm.
And I would love to help you if you would allow me.
Give me an insight check with disadvantage really quick.
Sure. Cool. You said insight?
Yes.
Okay. I rolled a 5 and a 4, so 13.
On a 13, that's still pretty decent, so your bonus is kind of saving you here. But the information I'm going to give you is that she keeps speaking to you, but it seems like she's almost expecting not to. Like, it takes her a second to reply, and even with your limited perception, you're probably, on a 13, assuming you guys have heard about the Blue Dragonborns in Windromeda, that she assumes that Gwen is like the leader of this group, but you're the one acting as the face right now, and that is surprising her. But she says, I mean, yes, I don't have any money to give.
No money.
Don't need money.
We just want to help you.
That is incredibly kind. May I know which, you say you're adventurers, but she looks at Gwen and she says, which house could I give thanks to, if I wanted to perhaps write a letter, or next time I visit the city?
No house.
We're not from the city. We've never been.
Yeah, we don't have a house.
I see. You're so humble. I appreciate your offer. Yes, if you will follow me, I obviously own Cromwell Farm. It's been in my family for a long time. I can show you what I've seen, where the tracks were, and you guys can potentially help me out with that.
Would you mind too terribly if we ate our lunch first?
No, that's absolutely fine. I'll go ahead and head back. Like I said, Cromwell Farm, you follow the road south of the city. It's like the biggest one right up against the city border, so it's really hard to miss. It'll be on your right, kind of just underneath Cascade of Mountains. I will see you there. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
She kind of gives a nervous smile and walks away.
When she was being so weird towards you, I'm gonna say it telepathically.
I mean, you think it's because of Zim? I thought it would be like...
No, I think it is
okay,
because of the things that we have heard about the Blue Dragonborns in Windromeda.
I didn't get that many stares before.
I know, usually it is me that gets stares.
I know. Yeah, Yeah, I thought it would be okay because, like, I heard that there were dragons here, so...
With that, your food will slowly come out. Richie says that he is staying in the inn that's just next door. You guys pay. It is such a negligible amount that I'm not even going to tell you how much to pay. It is like a gold piece. The party fund is so much greater than that right now that it really does not matter. Before we transition over to Cromwell Farm, let's get a quick little eye on the road. Ava, you are walking alone down these train tracks. They seem to be built on the more solid parts of the ground, despite the fact that there is like a very rocky terrain nearby. It seems like it was even kind of dug out into the side of the mountain at some points. And these spikes and beams placed atop wooden slats laid into the ground, and you are walking very delicately. Your dancing skills, you would never ever need to make a check to balance on these things. It's so easy for you. What are you doing? What are you thinking about? And how do you respond to the fact that Athera is 20 feet behind you the entire time?
Ava's just gonna call back to Athera. They said it takes 7 hours, but I think we could make it in 6. Do you want to race?
Race? No.
Oh, let's play tag. Just no aerial animals.
Tag?
Yes.
Wouldn't that just slow us down if we're running off in different directions?
I suppose you're right. Let's just race.
It kind of defeats the purpose of me not losing. But fine, if you think you can, and I'm gonna, like, you don't notice exactly, but I'm using my Mineo ability to, like, I don't know, somehow make myself faster. I don't know how.
The ability simply allows you to use features from animals that you can wild shape into, and there's got to be an animal with a high speed or that can dash as a bonus action, or both.
The bonus action.
However,
for sure.
That would get me.
I think that you could use one of those for the first, like, couple of minutes, and you would easily outpace Ava to her surprise. But maintaining that would require you to fully wild shape.
Yeah, I think I just want to do it for, like, the first minutes at first, just to show her that, like, it's not going to be entirely easy, and see if she really wants to do this for the whole 6 hours.
Absolutely. Ava, you hop off of the little rail that is on the ground, and you guys start running, and to your bewilderment, Athera nearly doubles your pace.
What? And she's not even an animal.
I'm 64 years old. You should be beating me.
Yeah, don't remind me. That was quite a shock, you know? You look great for 64.
Yeah, well, I'm still only your age in our lifespan.
Yes, that must be nice. But I only wanted to see how fast you can run. And if you could outrun me, which apparently you can. Good for you.
With hope. Thanks. I do cardio in the morning, but nobody's there because it's like 2 a.m.
That's not what Okay, morning would be like when the sun is up. But sure, 2 a.m., fine, good. That makes sense. We don't have to run the whole time.
Oh, thank goodness, because I can't do this long time. I don't
Endurance.
do marathons, I do sprints.
Yes, it is hard to keep up. Let's just walk fast, though, because I really did mean it. I think we can get there faster than 7 hours.
I think you're right. We're not the heavyweights who insist on wearing armor all the time.
Oh, exactly. That just... Yeah, so... Good to know you can keep up, at least for a little while.
Yeah.
We're just gonna keep going.
Talking? We don't have to do this, but she's like, are you gonna need lots of space? Is it gonna be awkward silence for all 6 hours? Which I'm fine with, because I don't talk much.
She just tilts her head at you. Why are you asking that like you're afraid?
Afraid? No, I mean, I just don't
Nervous?
want you to get more... You've been a little testy lately.
Oh, you noticed. Sorry. Not as good of an actor as I thought I was.
You were good at acting when you want to.
Yes, I am. I guess I don't want to. Not
That's
with you
good.
guys, anyway.
That's healthy.
Oh, so the 6 hours is gonna be you playing therapist with me again, of course. I should have
No,
known.
it doesn't have to be.
Well,
Shoot.
then how about you tell me a story? Like they did around that fire the other night.
I thought I escaped that.
I got you! But if you can't think of it right on the spot, we can always save that for the beginning of next time.
Hey, you guys do have the magical narrative power of being like, and the camera moves back to the other group. So whether for time or preparation reasons, if you don't want to tell the story now, you certainly don't have to. But if it's...
I can pull something out. Unless we want to move on.
No, tell us a story.
Maybe. I mean, I guess if you want, I don't really have... Everyone's stories were very sad, except Gwen's was not, and Dahlia's was not. But I don't know, my life before here was honestly pretty good. There wasn't much going on. Sacradina is very peaceful. I do miss my brother though. And well, we have lots of festivals in Sacradina, mostly around our culture and the tree and stuff like that. And I'm not very social. My brother's very social. And so he would oftentimes try to get me to come out to those things, and I didn't want to, so I would hide in the trees to watch. But then he made it a game to try and find me, and so I pretended to be annoyed, but it actually felt kind of nice to be thought of, even though I didn't want to be in all of the chaos. So yeah, I really miss him.
Your brother sounds sweet.
He is, and then sometimes he's really annoying. I mean, he's like the annoying golden child.
Older or younger?
We're twins, actually. He's...
You... What? That is so important!
How is that?
You're a twin!
Yes!
My girlfriend was a twin! Oh! Well,
Athera gives you a really like... What? This is what?
I mean, that's just really cool, Athera. Why didn't you ever say that before?
Well, for the significant part of us knowing each other, I was deliberately hiding my past, so...
Yeah.
I guess I'm not used to sharing.
Well, you should do it more often, because it's nice to hear about the real you.
We'll take that into consideration.
So is your brother cute?
Everybody thinks so. I don't see it. Actually, yes, he's objectively cute, but he knows it, so it's annoying, so I tell him that he's not.
Oh, okay. Does he look like you, or...
No, he's
like
blonder.
identical? Oh, okay.
I was about to say, I think Athera just called herself attractive because that's literally your twin. They're like, he's a
Okay,
right?
but not identical.
That was Ava's compliment that was hidden in there.
Oh my god.
He happens to be stunning.
As somebody who has spent quite some time drawing Athera, I can concur that she is very pretty.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'd love to meet him when we get to your Sacradina, whenever that's happening.
Yeah, whenever that happens.
Yeah.
He would like to meet all of you too, I think. I think he would. I mean, he likes everyone, but he would like you guys a lot.
Is he one of those people that get along with everybody?
Yes, it's highly
Those people
annoying.
are annoying. I'll probably like him too, yeah. if he's cute. So, you know. But I promise I won't do anything to, you know, wouldn't do that to you.
Oh, thanks.
Yes, you're welcome.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's play another game, and then
Wait, you're not gonna tell a story? Okay, and then we can cut there. She's just like...
Absolute perfect.
She's like
camera
looking
cut.
at you in shock, like, oh no.
Are you not going to tell a story? Ava's in shock, and then boom, the party is checking out of the tavern. You guys are, paying after you finished eating. Gwen, you have a couple of extra meals tucked away in your bag. You guys head towards the southern end of the town. Yes, Lucian.
I was not part of this conversation that they were having at the table earlier, and I chose to stay at the bar.
That is true. I was actually just about to ask. You probably heard it, but you can choose whether or not you want to act on that. For the other four of you, do all four of you go to help with this problem, or like Gwen and Leo, do you guys leave to chase after Ava? You can only do one right now.
I want to.
Gwen is going to help before she heads out, because it intrigues her.
I would like to try and catch up to the other two as quick as possible. And I would actually say to the rest of the people here, just so we understand, you guys are actively choosing to do what you want rather than what is in the best interest of the party and the other people who are pursuing our interests more quickly. I'm not going to stop you, but doing the right thing here is a detriment to other members of our party.
Just to be
Seems pretty
clear,
backhanded,
I
by the
will
way.
always help somebody who needs help. If it
At
puts
the
you
detriment
behind,
of others?
if it puts you behind the schedule, I don't really care.
I think that putting us behind schedule is putting all of us in danger.
Stealing an airship is also very dangerous and a potential detriment to the party's reputation and not getting any more enemies.
You know, we went to UL to learn to help people, right? Like that I'm gonna do it, and because I'm really curious about what this creature is, I can't lie.
And I will always help people. If you do not know that, then you have not learned a single thing about me. I'm gonna go.
No, I do know that.
I'm walking
All
off.
right.
So Lucian is staying. Leo is walking out of town, following in the footsteps of Athera and Ava, just a good 30 minutes to an hour behind, depending on how quick of a pace you might walk.
We did do all that running.
You did do all that running. I don't even know if you will catch up to them necessarily, but as soon as
I'll give him Loki.
stop- yeah, okay, yeah. With Loki, you'll catch up to
I'll
them
catch up.
before too long at all.
Before we leave, can I give Lucian the supplies for the sending spell that I bought?
Yeah.
And just, Lucian, I know you're busy. If you have time for this, I would need to contact my sibling. If we're even staying. If not, we can have a sending spell. If we're not staying, I will find another time to see them.
When you start talking, he's going to be completely distracted by the journal, and as you start to mention your siblings, he's going to look up and more sincerely say, yes, I'm actually going to find a room as soon as I'm done here, so I can hold on to these for now.
It's fine. You're fine. I'm just gonna turn and leave.
With that,
it's... Excuse me, Mr. DM.
go ahead. You're allowed to stop me.
Rosari's, and he's going to get up, and with as much as you've been willing to help me recently, I don't mind at all helping you. What do you need?
I just want, if you can make that, I have the supplies for a sending spell, but don't worry about it.
If you want, and he's going to pull out a piece of paper and his pencil. Say, here, if you want, you could write down what you need and who you need to send it to, and I can send it off as soon as I get to my room.
will that work if you don't know them?
Hey DM, you can come back now. I have a question for you.
You kicked me out. I don't know if I want to help you. No, you have to know the person you're casting Sending to, so your best bet is to make a scroll for Rosaries.
Okay. Do I have time for that?
Says,
It'll
a
take a
creature
minute.
you have met, or a creature described to you by someone who has met. Oh! A creature described. You could cast Sending if Rosaries gives you a pretty detailed description and who the person is.
Yes, I can send it, but you will need to describe to me in great detail who you are sending it to and their identities.
Okay. Well, we can do that when we get to the city so that we know where to meet, I suppose. On a train ride, if you're staying, I'll describe Fira to you. I actually think you two would get along.
It would be nice to meet someone else outside of the party that I get along with for once, so I look forward to that.
I'm sure you would. And I'll just nod and tell the barkeep that when we come back, I'll get more rooms and pay for it all at once.
Cool. Now with that, you guys depart. The three of you head toward the southern end of town. After walking for a good 20 or 30 minutes, it is the middle of the afternoon, to your best estimate, probably about 3 o'clock. But you walk through the cold, chilly winter air, arrive at Cromwell Farm, where you see the half-orc woman, now with a bit more organization to her outfit. She has seemingly replaced like the apron that she was wearing, is walking around a fenced-in animal area and like herding some animals in from outside into a little building, sees you guys approach and waves you over. As you approach, she says, "Hey, so this is what I was talking about," and she'll point over where she has like a wooden fence lining this like pasture that she has. It's a pretty moderate size, so you're gonna have to like, in order to see the entire thing, you have to kind of walk around because it is like a large rolling hill field. But she brings you over to a specific point where the gate, or not the gate, but like the fence is just kind of like scratched a little bit, and you see where like some claws have dug in like a full inch. She then points at the ground, and you see some like steps where the creature has like landed heavily, and it has dented in even the cold dirt that is partially frozen at this point. So not like a lot of mud. It's going to be difficult to potentially track this thing, but she's at least showing you what she has, and she says, "You know, sometimes I'll just wake up in the morning and I'll come out and I'm down 2 chickens, or there is a dead goat out in the house. So anything you can do would be incredible."
Alright. So have you not seen this thing before?
No, I have even tried staying out here at night, but it gets so cold and I get tired that I'm not able to stay out the entire time. So it must be coming sometime in like the early morning that I am missing it.
Alright.
Well, we will do everything that we can for you.
Great. I'll be back up at the house if you guys have any questions or need me. If you need anything, just let me know. And she will give a polite little thanks and a specific wave to Gwen as she heads back off.
Alright, Gwen, it is your time to shine.
Alright, this thing flies, so I'll have to give it my best shot. At first I'm going to like see how it landed to kind of gauge a direction from where it came from. If that's possible.
Yeah, looking at the prints on the ground. So like she said, some of them look like hooves. Some of them look like large paws. It the biggest ones you can see are just on this side of the fence. Like it either, like you said, was flying and landed, or jumped over the fence and hit heavily on the other side. What was your question again? I completely ran away with the information I was giving you.
I wanted to like kind of gauge where it was coming from based on how it landed, like the direction it landed.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna say, give me a survival check. 20 gets you a lot, a 15 gets you a decent amount. But it is kind of difficult with the ground being so cold and tracks not appearing as much.
16 plus 8.
24 is so good. On a 24, you follow the prints, not just here in the farm, but you go outside the fence and start looking around. This farm is like right up against this rocky terrain, like just as it turns into fields and grass and dirt rather than like the Rocky Mountain areas. You're following up, and in the patches where there is still dirt, you are able to roughly follow, and you're able to see that this thing, to your best knowledge, probably does in fact fly. The tracks coming in start suddenly, and then leaving, they look like they potentially hop the fence and then crawl up a little bit, but they are very sporadic and just disappear off the ground every once in a while. But it does look like they head up towards the mountains, and you're able to pinpoint kind of a direction. It's a little northwest, or I guess actually for you it would just be west.
Does it seem pretty far, or?
I think on a 24, you're not really gonna know.
Okay.
But it's.
I will just start heading in that direction and keep an eye out for maybe other signs on like potential trees or anything like that.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Rosaris, Dahlia, what about you guys? You just following along, or?
I'm just following along, and I say, so what do you think that it is?
Well, depending, did you say claws or paws? Because I don't know what you said.
Paws with claws.
Paws with claws.
Paws with claws. I thought you said hooves earlier. I thought you said claws and hooves earlier.
Both.
So
it's like
paws,
a lion.
Claws and hooves?
Yeah.
It's like a lion has a claw with claws.
Okay. I don't know, would Gwen know what like a fucking chimera is?
At this point, that's when we deter this to a nature check. Give me a DC 16 check, but I'm gonna let you tell me, do you think that chimeras would be would they exist in Eorsha? Is that the kind of animal?
I feel like Eorsha is crazy enough.
Do so with advantage.
Okay. So just like a D20? What did you want me to roll?
Nature.
Okay, nature. Okay. 17 plus 5.
22 is pretty good. On a 22, you are able to identify that this is most certainly a chimera, and you know a little bit about chimeras. So over the table knowledge, they have the 3 heads, they have the ram head, they have the lion head, and the dragon head. As a matter of fact, as you guys walk out and start walking up this rugged terrain and following direction and seeing the sporadic signs of life from this chimera, you are able to identify that, weirdly, you don't see any fire damage.
Okay.
Give me a perception check, and let's see if you do see anything like that.
Yes, sir. That's an 8.
Dahlia is blind, but Rosaris, if you also want to give a perception check, there is a little bit more information to be gleaned if you roll decently. We'll say 15.
Oh, if Gwen points out these tracks to me, would I be able to touch them and try to see if I can see a little bit of this thing's future, maybe? And see it that way?
If you tell me exactly what ability you're trying to use with that, possibly.
The fact that I'm an oracle.
Also, I'm rereading. I do gain advantage on survival checks to track my favorite enemies, and monstrosities is one of my favorite enemies.
Hell yeah.
I was just probably just augury, because you said that I could use augury in different ways.
Yes, we could definitely use augury here. I will say that you lean down and touch one of the paw prints, which is bigger than your hand. Place your hand inside of it, and you are ever so slightly glimpsing the future. It's not very sunny out, and it's you don't have like full contact with this creature. This is kind of a stretch, but you are at least able to help confirm with Gwen we're going in the right way, and with the limited use of augury, it's got to be relatively close, like within a 30-minute to an hour walk.
Okay. I tell Gwen all of that.
So it's that way, maybe a little bit more than 30 minutes out.
It is that way, like 30 minutes out, and I am pretty sure it is that Chimera thing.
Can I roll my advantage now?
Go ahead. Give me a survival check. This will be just the summary of the trip up there.
Okay.
Survival with
Oh,
advantage.
it's a nat 20!
Woo! On a nat 20, we're going to say that Gwen, being so skilled at traversing mountains, makes this a very quick journey, even helping Dahlia and Rosarius, who is in full plate.
It is one of my favorite twins.
It's one of your favorite twins.
And this is one of your favorite enemies. You're really shining here.
You follow up. There's also tiny bits of like dried blood occasionally, just reinforcing that you're going in the right direction. On a nat 20, I'm going to retroactively give you what the perception checks failed to say, which is that you are able to see on some of the sparse trees that kind of dwindle out as you go more and more up the mountains, and they change to the more coniferous versions. You're able to see scratches from like big claws. You're able to see indentions from giant like ram horns. Instead of fire damage, you are able to see black scorched lines going down through trees and areas that are seemingly burned, but it's significantly more controlled than a fire would be. And a couple of these trees are like knocked down or damaged.
Is it like lightning?
It's like lightning.
I was speaking like lightning too.
So on a nat 20, within 20 to 30 minutes, you guys are navigating up the mountain. You find like a little path, and there is a sort of clearing with a tiny little alcove, like a cave. Imagine Skyrim, where the trolls stay, where there's like a rocky cover there from the precipitation. You guys are about 200 to 250 feet away. And the last thing I'm going to give you on that nat 20 is you are absolutely certain this thing does not see you yet. But you see a large chimera, head of a lion, head of a ram, head of a blue dragon. Large scaly wings on its back, hooves for back feet, and a little goat's tail, giant lion paws for the front feet. And it is actively sitting there cleaning its paws, which you see have like bits of dried blood on it.
Aww, it's cute.
And you are able to see a little baby chimera who is sat right beside it, who is actively tearing up a dead chicken.
Wait, oh no!
You! Low-key, fuck these farmers, man.
Maybe give them offerings of chickens. Like, I don't know.
I got a jar of fish. Alright guys, check in. What do you think we should do here?
Is there a way to maybe redirect them? I mean, this has been happening recently, so they haven't always hunted here.
That's true. I just don't really know, like, the wildlife situation in this area.
Well, they have fish, so maybe we can somehow direct the chimera to a stream of some kind. It has fishing ability, doesn't it?
Potentially.
If it can do lightning, it could be a very skilled fisherman.
Or it could do what I do in, like, stick. Well, it doesn't really... Its tail kind of is alive, I guess, but it could stick its like tail head in the water and try to catch something like me.
Either way, I mean, you know more about these than I do. Is there anything that we can do that doesn't involve killing it?
Do chimeras talk, Shorty?
No.
I don't know if they do. Okay.
Although
I don't know how it works
I
in
won't-
if
this
they do
universe.
communicate, I do have earrings on that allow me to understand all spoken language.
I wish Athera was here, man.
Yeah, animal speak does not count for that. I will let you know on your pretty good check earlier. I'm not going to give you a ton of like what chimeras are capable of, but you would at least know that they're like animalistic. They don't speak. You can communicate with one about as much as you can a lion.
So Athera. All right. Isn't Rosari's here?
I've
Hey,
just been
you
chilling
going
next to you.
Jill? All right.
If you want me to kill it, I can go. I'm not doing anything until I'm told. Apparently, I have caused issues.
I feel bad. It's got a little
Zim,
baby.
that's
I don't
like
want to kill
a
baby.
hand against your knee. Rosari's.
I'll pat his head.
Can Zim speak with it?
I don't know. Can you speak with animals? Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
He
Oh yeah, he just can't speak in general. Right.
Well,
Gotta
it
give
has
that
drag
fixed.
ahead, so I didn't know.
Maybe it speaks Draconic? I speak Draconic, Sim. Come on.
he shrugs. He's willing to go along with you.
Okay. We can try to be maybe not super intimidating and present ourselves at first, and if
If it-
shit starts to...
if it
I
does-
am a big thing in metal. I
If
don't
it
know
does-
that's gonna want to see me.
If it does
Okay,
try
maybe you
to
should like
fight us-
hide somewhere nearby.
If it
for the
does
time
try
being,
to fight us,
sorry.
my idea, if it does try to fight us, is we maybe just like knock it out and then move it somewhere else.
How do we do that?
Ours is very strong.
I would very much and love to have miraculous strength that I don't have.
You are very
I
strong,
don't-
Glenn. Oh, I
I
can
am, but
levitate
like,
it. I can levitate it.
where would we even move it? Is the question.
Else, that's not.
We can't really go that far.
Why don't we just go and we'll deal with it as it comes up? Try not to kill it at first.
All right.
And if it gives us no choice, it gives us no choice, and we can try to leave the pup in a safe area.
Without its mom.
Maybe we could take it in as a little pet.
Zim's eyes narrow.
You're not
Zim-
a pet, Zim.
Maybe
Your own
we can give.
person.
Maybe we could give it to the farm lady, and she can raise it and have a guard
Ooh.
dog.
That's kind of smart. All
I'm
right,
sure
let's,
that will
let's,
cause
let's
zero
do
issues.
this. Let's do this. I'm going to
We'll let
try
you
to be
lead
not
the way.
try to not be like super imposing and go towards them, I guess. Zim is going to be a big boy though. I'm just going to say that right. He's going
Power
to be
him.
a big boy.
Zim walks behind you, not super far away. You begin approaching. You have to like kind of climb up a little bit of like ridgy, rocky area. But as soon as you get within a like perceivable distance, so you're about 50 feet away from this alcove, like climbing up some of the like shaly rock on the side. It hears you, as you're not attempting to stealth, and it immediately gets up, and you hear not only a like growling sound from the lion head, but you also hear a more like chittering growl from the dragon head. as it walks up to the ledge and looks at you, getting in between you and the young one, and is like staring you down.
I'm going to speak in Draconic.
Okay. Give me a either perception or insight check, either one.
Guys, I got a nat 1.
You watch as the dragon head recoils back, and it's about to attack you.
I'm gonna tiny visions that.
Absolutely. Roll again.
Shit! That's better. Oh, what was it? I forgot. What was the two different ones?
Perception or insight, either one.
They're the same. So, 16.
16's pretty solid. The dragon head understood you, recoiled back, and it's waiting to see what you say next. You see recognition.
I'm not here to harm you as long as you're not going to harm me.
The lion head continues to growl and like move down like it's gonna pounce, and then the dragon head like nips at the lion head and turns to look at you. Zim is also looking at this thing, and it is looking at Zim, and then it looks back at you, and then you speak, and it doesn't have much of a sense for accents, but the fact that you're speaking Draconic and it sounds this weird, it's kind of like iffy about listening to you. But I'm gonna say, go ahead, tell me what you say, and give me a persuasion check or animal handling you can pick.
All right.
I'll let you determine what to do here. You can either make the check first and base what you say around whatever you roll, or you can tell me what you say and roleplay it out, and that could help or hurt you making the check.
Let's do the check first.
Cool.
What was the check again?
Persuasion or animal handling, either one.
I don't know that you've ever remembered what the check was.
Never. I'll be like, roll me a persuasion check, and you're like, okay, huh?
I'm doing animal handling, so that is a 15.
15. You're making yourself appear non-threatening. You don't have any weapons drawn. Zim is not being threatening. It's at least not attacking. It's not moving forward. It's not moving back. It does not want you to approach, but it is listening.
Is there like any sort of other animals around here that you can hunt and eat for you and your child, besides the ones that are kept in a fence not too far away?
You watch as the dragon head, clearly like trying to take control from the other two, has been staring at you the entire time, out of almost like a sort of fear. But the only response it can give, it cannot speak, but it does look out across the snowy terrain. There's like a light snow across a lot of this valley that you guys are in this rocky, not field, but hills. It looks out and you follow its gaze, and you look, and between the trees you see that it is just like completely devoid of life in this immediate area.
Is there like water nearby or anything?
There's that big ass river on the other side of the village, and there might be like one or two small lakes or pools up on the mountain.
Okay. So, if you could maybe move you and your child to a better spot, or are able to, if you know how to fish, get food that way, because if you keep attacking the animals in that fence, there are going to be people that come and harm you and your baby. Not me, not my friends, but other people with weapons will probably come and try to hurt you because they don't want their animals to be eaten.
I'm going to say give me a nature check. This is probably going to be the last roll you have to make here before just making a decision as to what to do.
Okay, that's good. That is a 21.
A 21 is very solid. I should have given you advantage because this is regarding your favorite terrain and favored enemy.
True.
Just give her advantage now.
You say this.
Or my advantage.
I mean, if you want to roll again and see if you get higher, go ahead and tell me if you do. If you roll lower, just don't say anything.
I did roll higher.
Ooh.
I think only a little bit. It is a 17 plus 5, so 22.
22. One higher. The creature backs up a little bit, still like a very low growl, and then the dragon head, this blue one with the curved horns, very similar to yours, it quickly glances back at its young, who's sitting there like a little startled and moving back away. You recognize that creature, the baby, is not able to fly yet. It is too big for its small little wings.
Zim, help! Have Zim help! Zim can carry it!
Yeah, and then he could come back, I guess.
But the summary that I'll give you is in Gwen's brain, understanding like how animals work and their interactions in environments. A baby chimera kind of insinuates that it's going to be locked down to one place for about a year. At least right now, there's not a lot of life out in the middle of winter on this mountainy area, but this chimera can't leave because its baby is too young to fly. It's got at least another 3 or 4 months before that's a possibility.
Either Gwen can help, or not Gwen, Zim can help, or I can cast Levitate and or fly on it.
I will clarify and say that you're talking about a short range move. Gwen is talking about a full relocation, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Migration, almost. So, like, levitate and maybe Zim carrying it wouldn't really solve the problem unless you're willing to travel with it for like a week. So that being said, Gwen, all of this information is going through your brain. A short range move is not going to solve the problem. There's not animals 100 feet that way that it can't reach.
Mm. Well, like, how big is like this mountain? Can it just like move to another part of the mountain?
I mean, maybe, but the odds of it finding more animals on just like a different section of the mountain that you're in is pretty small. And without being able to fly, this little one.
Dahlia, do you have any ideas?
Could we make her a baby carrier?
Oh, wait, we could do that. Rosaries. Rosaries is the crafter. He's probably got something.
If anyone works with leather, it's Gwen.
Oh yeah, I do. I forgot. Yeah, I can do that. All right. So, how long would it take to make this like carrier?
If you roll a high enough check, you can make it overnight.
Okay.
Like, let me get an estimate here. What's your bonus to like leather workers tools?
That's a good question.
It should be one of your skills on your character sheet.
Ooh. I don't know how to check that, Shorty. I don't.
It's like on your skills, like below stealth and survival and stuff like that. It should be down there.
Oh, I have to scroll down. It's a +7.
Okay, +7. I am gonna say, if you could hit a 20, you could make this thing in one night. It might not be super well made, but it would work. If you can hit a 15, it would take you 2 days. And if you can hit a 10, it'll take you 3 days.
Could Rosaries
Gatlin's playing Subnautica right now.
Could Rosaries or I help?
Yeah, especially Rosaries is a crafter. Like, you could easily help and give advantage. Dahlia, you would be able to, like, lend a hand and give, like, a +1.
That's sick.
But it would take you all night to do that.
I mean, I'm willing.
Like, you guys wouldn't be able to leave tonight.
That's okay if I'm helping a little baby.
Can you tell the chimera that
the chimera
we're gonna
is
come back?
still looking at you, and
Okay.
the lion head is giving a low growl.
So-
the ram head is just fully like staring off in his face, like I don't know what's happening. But the dragon head is listening.
You know how I'm like carrying a bag, this thing, and she's going to gesture to her bag, and how like there's stuff in it. I could make one. It might take like a day or two, but I'll let the other people know to like chill out. But I can make one so you can carry a baby and fly to a safer and better location.
The dragon head, it is not a super intelligent creature.
I was trying to make it simpler.
You're using a lot of really big words, and without magic to help you, it's going to be hard. So I'm going to say,
can I cast guidance?
You can cast guidance. One last check. Well, let's call it animal handling, like understanding how to communicate these things to a creature with less than 5 intelligence.
Which is higher than a villager, right? I don't know.
What?
Oh, no, I'm thinking of +5.
Oh, stinky.
Stinky. You were pulling at his face earlier, so I'm like...
Yeah.
All
Alright, give me that animal handling.
Alright. How much does guidance give? I forgot.
1d4.
D4.
Let's see. Where's my... Oh, I gotta scroll up again. Chill, stop it.
You remember what check it was?
27.
Did you add your
27.
D4?
Yeah, 27.
On a 27, not all the words landed, but enough of it, and you motioning and showing you are smart enough with animals to know how to communicate with even like the lowest intelligence creatures, especially if they understand the language that you're speaking. So you see a sort of nod of understanding from the dragon head on this chimera, and then it takes one step back and then continues to like hold its position looking at you, unwilling to move out from between you and its child.
Jordy, I'm gonna need you to repeat that. I was sorry.
I'll just tell you exactly what to do. You turn around and leave. It understood you. You rolled a 27. It worked.
My ADHD was acting up for a second there.
I'm gonna make this easy for you. You turn around, you leave, you return. What do you guys want to say to Bertha Cromwell? She sees you guys coming back down the mountain. It's a little bit later in the day. About an hour has passed, maybe a little bit more. She sees you guys coming down, and she runs up to you and she says, any update? Did you figure out what it was? What was happening?
Oh, it is so nice. It is a chimera. Do you know what the chimera is?
Don't freak out. Don't freak out.
She immediately freaks out. She goes,
Dude, no. We made it. Wait, listen. Can I like calmly grab her by the shoulder?
Yeah. She's like, those things are horrifying. They like
okay.
No.
They could eat someone.
It was fairly nice. I was able to communicate with it.
It has a baby.
With the head that was nice. It does have a baby. We struck a little deal. All right. So don't send people over. Struck a little deal to because babies can't fly for like a year, right? So that little baby would be stuck, but we made a little deal to make it like a little bag to carry the baby and relocate to a better location.
Okay. So as long as the problem is solved and no one's in danger, I'm not in danger. Great. I'm not leaving my house tonight. If this does work, please let me know immediately so that I can resume my
Yes,
farm.
ma'am.
I'm going to give my animals some extra food, some extra water. I hope it doesn't freeze overnight. But okay. Absolutely. Thank you so much for the help. This is incredible. I do have extra leather that I could just give you if I can't pay you, but I can at least give you the supplies to.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Great. She'll guide you guys over. I mean, working on a farm, if she slaughters an animal, she gets all the meat, she gets all the leather, yada yada yada. She gives you a like stack of animal hides. Most of them are goat hides, but she like gives you a large handful, and she says, "This should be more than enough. And if you're a leather worker, then you can use the rest to do whatever you'd like with."
Thank you.
Great. Well, I'm gonna go get my animals taken care of and make sure that they're locked up and safe. So, thanks again for the help.
You're welcome. We'll let you know if it works.
Gives you guys a polite smile, and again, an extra little wave to Gwen. And you guys head off to continue heading back into town. And Gwen, you can start working on that overnight. I'll have you roll the crafting check.
I will help as much as I can.
Before we dip, everyone is leaving slowly because we're going way over time. Matlin is still here waiting so patiently, playing Subnautica to pass the time.
Thank you, Gatlin. Thank you.
Lucian, you had one extra thing you wanted to do. You stayed back at the Brass Bullywug, this podunk, hole-in-the-wall tavern. It is the equivalent of a dive bar. What would you want?
Shortly after everyone else left, Lucian went to the inn next door and went ahead and got himself a room.
Cool.
He has been inside of his room, kind of piddling around with his potions, and basically just doing a bunch of theory crafting, pondering over everything that he mentioned to the group before, and trying to figure out his next steps after what he found with the journal. And he is going to, at some point, after a couple hours of this, he is going to kind of build up the courage to, without opening the book, he's going to sit back and let me look up the commands again because I've already forgot them. And he's going to say Incy again.
Lucian says Incy, and the grimoire, lips open manually, begins to hover off of the... Did you say you set it on the bed or a table? Begins to hover up a little bit, and the pages flip and flip and flip until that last, most recent page, where the last thing said was cyst. When you say these commands, it does take note of that. So you see, like, it says cyst, and then it says a couple of spaces, Incy, and it is like half a page still blank.
Whenever the book previously wrote Laurel at the very end before I ended that, did it underline Laurel? I thought
it did not underline it, but the text does look a little bit different. Let me make sure I'm not saying this wrong, but after reading the journals, you know that it has different writing styles for annotating the surroundings, copying exactly what you say, and there's even like an italicized, strange version of the font that is you literally speaking the words for, as you remember in the journal, it literally taking layman's thoughts and putting them to paper.
Yeah. He's going to start to speak, and then he's going to catch himself. And in his head, he's just going to start thinking a couple things all kind of at once. First, he's going to be wondering, what could this book want or need? Why is it not helping me? Like kind of like what is it has a motivation, obviously. What could that be, and why is it colliding with mine? And then he's going to go from that train of thought into, if my sister is suffering a similar fate to either Layman or Holanova, could this book possess the knowledge that I need to help get her back before anything too drastic happens, if it hasn't already? And he's going to be that's going to be the train of thought he's going to be on.
Yeah.
And he's going to begin to try to speak before, I'm assuming, the book writes something down.
Yeah. I'm going to say even an Arcana check would not answer that question for you. The book has the answers. You begin to speak, and before your first word even comes out, you see the ink spawn on the page, mimicking handwriting, and it just says yes with a period at the end.
Yes, what? Yes to what? I haven't said anything, and I don't really think I had a question clear enough.
It copies down what you say onto the page, and then it replies back in, again, a different font. And it says, as my master, I have access to all recorded knowledge of magic. If it is possible, I have it. Or let me change that word. I don't want to say possible. If it is recorded, I have access to it.
You wrote the name of my sister down after refusing to communicate with me yesterday. Do you know something about my sister that I do not?
The book is quiet for a second, and then it writes out a response, and it says, I am stuck with a feed of your mind, just as you are stuck with the pages of my book. You were simply thinking of her, so I wrote it down.
He's going to make that connection, because I don't think he has before, that he doesn't really need to talk. And he is he is going to basically just start in his head thinking about all of the connections between Aboleth mind transference, the similarities of Mavrakis's ritual that we, interrupted, compared to Laurel's, and then her sudden reappearance Mavrakis' sudden reappearance in a different body, and he's going to be just kind of, he's kind of starting to go full conspiracy theorist. Like with tying, the string together on the board. He's kind of doing that in his head right now with everything.
As you are thinking of all of these different things, the book has just clarified that it can literally read your mind, and it is partially sentient, so it's gaining all this information as you think about it. It writes a very short little command, and then it is going to go silent no matter how much you talk to it. And it just says, return me to my master.
Before noticing, Lucian's going to be stuck in thought for a little longer, and then he's going to look down, read that, and then confusingly, he's out loud going to say, if you're speaking of Layman, he has not been around for a long time. I'm not sure how I could return you to him.
I'm going to say that it will actually just copy that line once again. It will say, return me to my master.
All right then. Who do you currently think your master is?
Sending memes in our in-game chat. Come on now. The word layman will pop up after.
Lucian's going to back in his mind, going to start kind of rereading the final entries of the journal in his head, and he's going to start theorizing if there was a way that he could access the supposed, aether, like arcane, whatever that layman seemed to have. I don't want to say transcended, but for lack of a better word, transcended to. And trying to theorize how he could find him.
Last check of the night. Give me a history check.
What's my history? Ooh.
Give me a history check.
Oh, well, let me get history check.
God,
ooh, that is a 16. That's a 27.
27 is really good. I'm going to point out two different things to you. One, you're a high enough level wizard to absolutely know that if they're talking about like the ethereal realm, like the spells Blink allow you to access, you could easily do that. But locating layman is probably the difficult part there, if that's what they're talking about. Again, you don't really know what layman meant by becoming one with magic. On a 27, but I'm going to point out two other things to you. One, you may have some luck delving into some religious texts. Becoming one with magic gives you the feeling of being related to the goddess Vela, which Valenrun is literally named after. Two, the journal never said, because it was connected to layman's mind, what happened to his body. And that is where we will end the session. It is time for us to get out and go to sleep.
Ceased.
We say ceased. The journal closes. Our session closes. Thank you guys for watching, especially a little bit longer of one. This is going to be a 3.5 hour episode. Much love. Gwen cast silence on herself.
Yeah, listen. I figured that out. I'm good now. I was going to say, have fun editing this, Shorty.
So will. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.